Welcome to the party, bitches.
When you gotta wake in the morning, your best friends are up and performing. With Mike and Troy and Travis Starr, there ain't no way that we can go wrong. 'Cause it's Jim and Sam, Sirius 103. Yeah, it's Jim and Sam, laugh along with me. 'Cause it's Jim and Sam, such hilarity. Come on, let's start the show. It's Jim and Sam. Jim and Sam, 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 Jim and Sam.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for tuning in.
Hell yeah! What a day we're gonna have today.
I've turned the corner on Megan Hall.
The
five.
The five in Tennessee. The police officer, of course, who she was she became very controversial last week when it was revealed that she'd had sexual encounters with many coworkers on the force.
Yeah, she fucked a lot of other cops. She was a very dirty girl.
Married,
a husband, has a cuck vibe. Tremendous cuck vibe. The fact that he knew she was doing it and wanted an open marriage, and he was like, well, I don't know, and he didn't do it. She was asking him for threesomes, and he was saying no, and then she was just going out and fucking all these guys at work.
Do you think he was saying no to threesomes because he realized it would be the type of threesome where you're just...
Sure.
He's just kind of watching.
Yeah, and he's maybe just not into it. Some guys are just not into it. Like, as a guy, you're like, yeah, that seems like awesome. But she might have wanted one with him and fucking Sergeant BBD, and he might not have wanted to watch a giant black penis in his wife. We all shake our heads in disbelief. How could he not? But I get it.
I don't understand. Yeah, no, she did. It was reported that she had commented to other officers about one of her coworkers' BBDs.
BBD, yeah, what did she call them?
BBD. And I don't mean Belle Biv DeVoe.
No, not at all.
Right.
No, although that girl is poison.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, you're right about that. You're right about that. But you've turned the corner on her, meaning your team.
I'm team her.
Your team Megan Hall, big time.
Yeah, she's aces with me.
Okay, because it's again. This is the beauty of the journalism of the New York Post. She's described as cop gone wild. Megan Hall.
That's the Daily Mail.
Well, same.
Daily Mail gets very, very information-heavy articles. They make a lot of spelling mistakes because I think they rush to print.
Oh yeah, they love printing real quick.
They do, and they repeat half of it. Look at that picture. Go up a little bit. There's a picture of her. She's got that little sexy fucking thigh tattoo peeking down. You could tell she's sexy. And by the way, I think it's as we had theorized. It was just someone got jealous that other guys were fucking her, and that's
exactly
the guy.
what it was.
That's the asshole that turned her in, and he basically blew up all their lives.
Do you think that the husband got the tattoo because he felt like he needed a tattoo because his wife was kind of wild? So he was like, "Oh, okay, I'll get it." That's because he just got trees on his forearm. It's not like you could just see. You don't even know what her tattoo is. It's just this little thigh tattoo that's peeking under the skirt, and you're like, "That's a wild tattoo." But when you see his tattoo, you're like, "Eh."
Yeah, I think for him it's more like, hey, she needs a bad boy. I want to be a bad boy for her.
Right.
He looks gay. I'm not saying he is, but he does. He does. I'm not saying he's gay, but his face, the expression on that look, just like he looks like he's gay.
Is that why they were close to divorce, like she says?
Maybe, but I think that she was just wanting to fuck other guys. Maybe he's not as dirty as she wants, or who knows?
Well, I think they were probably close to divorce because she kept having sex with her coworkers.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
That was probably a big deal.
Well, she said she went off the deep end because they were close to divorce, but it's probably all the same mishmash of shit.
Well, you don't go from 0 to 100.
Sure.
You might have been traveling at about 50 miles per hour and decided to start speeding, but there's no way that you go, no, I'm in this committed relationship and I won't act outside of it I have a 61-page report that I'd like to file.
What a fucking asshole the guy. It's always some fucking cock blocker or some jealous baby who wrecks the fun. Who the fuck is... You're part of it, stupid.
Yeah.
And he's got all these other cops fired, and she's fired. Like, I don't think she was a good cop. I mean, apparently she kept crashing her car. Like,
Well, she was busy.
she was busy fucking in the station house.
Well,
Crashed it 3 times.
But there's two
Yeah,
kinds of
she's
good.
not
You
a good
guys,
driver.
you
And she had
guys are,
sex with one of these guys like before she was even sworn in.
Yeah, so she's obviously
She's got problems.
not... and by the way, there's somebody right
sound
now
like
going to court because of an arrest she made. You know how annoying that must be to know that she fucked your life up?
there's two types of good employees. Some employees are good to have around because they're good at their jobs, and other employees are good to have around because they're good for morale. Like just because you're not necessarily
right.
great at cop duty, doesn't mean you're a bad hire. Doesn't mean you're a bad cop. It's like we know. It's good to have Megan around in the station house because all the other cops are just in better moods, and we don't ask questions as to why. She's just very good for morale.
She is, but she also crashes police cars.
Okay.
The morale boost comes out with her utter incompetence in other areas. Like, she wasn't even a serviceable cop
No.
who just sucked everybody's dick and really put a smile on your face. She was hitting a telephone pole with her car,
Was she?
and then only fucked some guys.
You said she crashed cars.
I think so, right? 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times. Yeah.
Okay, it was 3. Okay, I was wondering. Yeah, there was a 61-page confession, which is, I mean,
Yeah.
it's almost a novella at that point. You
Well,
know,
she cheated a lot.
61 pages is a tremendous amount of writing.
She was already on her final warning. She had been disciplined twice for crashing her patrol car 3 times.
Kinkies.
Kinky. Cop Gone Wild Megan Hall gives an account of her sordid romps with fellow officers in interview transcripts. Her 61-page confession covers everything from games of strip Uno to foot fetish photos and wife-swapping sessions with randy police pals. Strip Uno. You really want to take your clothes off if
Yeah.
you're playing strip Uno.
Yeah, they were playing strip old maid.
Yeah.
It's just not a sexy fucking card game.
Like, all the cards we got are Uno cards. Well, we can get naked with these.
Look at the sour mug on her.
Terrible.
What a fucking... Looks like a little insect poking her head out. Like a praying... She has a head like a praying mantis.
She looks like Rachel Dratch as Debbie Downer. Murmur.
She is kind of sexy, though. Like, just because you know how dirty she is.
That's because you know that there's a 61-page dossier that describes how filthy she is.
Yeah. I
It
would
changes everything.
I would talk to her just for cuckold fantasies.
You'd like to
Yep.
have cuckold fantasies with her?
I would indeed.
What kind of fantasies?
Just tell me about how you're fucking other guys.
Yeah.
So dirty.
But with her, it probably wouldn't be fantasies.
I know.
She probably would go and do it.
Yeah, no.
And she would tell you it's just a fantasy. But it wouldn't be a fantasy. It would be based on a true story.
Yeah. I've had a few that they weren't girlfriends, but they've gone out and done things and told me and then sent me. Oh, it's like someone takes a needle,
Right.
fills it with dopamine,
Right.
and puts it in your fucking right through your forehead into your brain.
You like that?
It was.
There was evidence?
Yeah.
You knew they weren't lying?
Oh no. No, and it's like somebody pours menthol over your brain,
Right.
and it just kind of it coats the inside of your chest and your back, and you're just.
Does it make it easier to do other things? Or does it...
No, I find it would be very. I mean, if you mean to jerk off for hours, yeah, I mean,
Right.
much, but yeah,
But I mean other daily activities?
no, yeah,
Okay.
total shutdown.
It does. It
The whole factory shuts down.
requires 100% focus.
But I get so she'd be fun to talk to this one.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have her on the show because I don't think you'd be a good broadcaster.
Probably not, but I'd ask her.
You'd be asking questions through your gritted teeth the whole
I'd
time.
ask the right questions.
You would ask great questions. We get a lot of amazing information. It says,
Yeah.
it hints for the first time that the internal inquiry that led to Hall and 4 others being fired from the police department in Tennessee was prompted by her multiple lovers becoming jealous of one another. She was interviewed 3 times after a whistleblower came forward in December to report she was having intimate relationships with male colleagues at boozy parties and even on police property.
What a fucking snitch.
Yeah.
What a fucking snitch. And I really hope by the way, that he was fired too. I hope whoever the cop who tattletaled about that was also fired, but I bet you he wasn't. I bet you he's the one who got suspended.
At first, she admitted only to having sex with K-9 officer Larry Holliday. Ooh.
Oh, thank God, you almost had me there.
What officer? Oh.
Yeah, all right, my dick can go back down.
She dismissed rumors of a fling with Sergeant Lewis Powell, but Patton told her, I have confirmation that you talked about the act. You talked about his size, what it looked like. When she asked if she had ever had a three-way with Patrol Officer Patrick whatever and his wife Amy, Hall replied, oh, I'm sorry, a what? And began to cry.
Yeah, like, I get...
The jig is up.
I get it, but I also... I guess it's against policy, but like, mind your fucking business. I mean, this is egregious, but I don't like you talked about his size. Like,
I think that's just to say we know that you actually did it because you talk like when they tried to get the description of Michael Jackson's penis in court.
That's true, but
right?
That's because a crime had been committed against a child. This is consenting adult, and this girl just doing what a good Tweety Bird-headed young lady should do: service a penis.
During a second and third interview, Hall, already on a final warning for crashing her patrol car 3 times.
Yeah, stop crashing your mouth into his dick.
I mean, isn't it usually 3 strikes and you're out?
Yeah. But I mean, everyone probably talked to. No, she's a great cop.
She's great. Like everybody
They probably backed her up completely.
He's the one who was who was the one to be the whistleblower, I guess.
Is he?
Yeah. And he was ultimately fired
Good.
for being dishonest because
Good.
he said he hadn't had sex with her. It was just the other guy.
What a fucking snitch.
And he was lying, of course.
Good. So he deserved to. You lost your career, you stupid asshole.
And then
like that's what you get for tattletaling on other guys because you got attached to that lady. I get it.
Did he say, correction, I had sex with Megan too?
Why was you telling everybody?
She probably stopped having sex with him.
Jealous.
I guess so, and you want it for yourself, but
Or
it's
maybe
just self-destructive.
maybe somebody had a bigger wiener than him.
She admitted to sleeping with him on
Right.
2 occasions. First, after she had just taken her psych exam, prior to even being sworn in.
How'd she do on that psych exam, by the way?
I guess she passed because she was hired. And she also tried to get her husband to have a foursome with him and his wife, but that didn't happen.
So she had a threesome probably instead.
She's
without
like
the
a
husband.
twosome. Oh, does she have a threesome or just a twosome?
Well, she
said,
has had threesomes. I don't know if it was. I don't know if his wife was for sure involved.
How
said-
do all these cops talk their wives into it?
Good question. Maybe, I mean, small town in Tennessee, there's not a lot of excitement,
I guess not.
right?
She said Jed came home. Jed's her husband.
Yeah.
The one with the cool tattoo.
Jedediah?
Jedediah. We started drinking. Ty wanted to try and get Jed to have a thing with all of us. We played
Who's
strip.
Ty? Is that him?
Ty is this guy. Yeah.
He was like, you know,
Ty is the whistleblower.
let's get Jed involved.
No, Jed, he probably wanted to get the girl
wanted to
involved, but Jed was there.
He wanted to get Jed involved with his wife so that he could go off with Megan.
Oh.
So they started playing strip Uno.
Strip
And then
Uno.
V, who is his wife, went out onto the patio with Jed. Me and Ty kissed for a little bit, and that was it.
But that's not true.
That's what she said.
Oh, but he had sex with her, though, at some point.
Prior.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah. Or
There's
Aaron.
a lot of names. It's confusing. You need
Yeah.
like a real like tree.
So she had already banged him, though.
Yeah. Before she took her psych exam.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not have sex with Megan. Yes, you did. Correction. I had sex with Megan, too.
The worst, though, is when the girl's not fucking you.
Yes.
When she's giving it up. Maybe he just didn't like sharing. He liked this special little dirty girl. And then
Maybe.
he's like, oh, this guy's fucking her. That guy's... Ugh. Maybe he really liked
Maybe he
her.
went, yeah, maybe he caught feelings.
Sure.
Maybe he was about to end his marriage, and she was like, what are you doing, dude? I'm fucking everybody. Like,
Yeah.
don't end your marriage.
And he tattletales.
Maybe he didn't know she was fucking everybody, and he went back to the office and told people, and they were like, yeah, we all did
Or
that.
someone told him. I fucked
Right.
Megan.
Right.
What?
Ooh, before they played strip Uno, they had dinner at Chili's.
Nice.
Great.
All right, that
So
actually
everybody had
sounds
great
awesome.
guessers. Jedediah was out on the terrace farting. He wanted to have a threesome, but he couldn't because he had some chili.
Just had a little rumble.
Yeah.
I need to step outside on the patio.
Yeah. Don't y'all do any kissing.
Oh, can you imagine that? You gotta step outside to release some SPDs, and the minute you're like sitting there and you're like, fuck, I gotta go fart a lot, but if I leave, my wife's gonna start making out with this dude for sure. Like, what do you...
And you peek through the screen, and you can just see his legs out, and you can kind of see her legs, like she's sitting on his lap. And you're like, hey, baby. You try to talk to her through the screen.
You don't want your wife to think you're a farter, but you also don't want your wife to make out with her coworker. Talk about a rock and a hard place. What do you do?
No, what happened was...
poor Jedediah.
He probably let one slip one time, and I'll bet you that the cop went, yo, man, do that outside.
Jedediah's got real energy like Judy Gemstone's husband.
Yes, he does.
The Righteous Gemstone.
Yes, he does. Just waiting for Jedediah to step up, but Judy keeps insulting him.
Yep.
This chick's the best.
You think Megan's brothers are just insulting Jedediah all the time? Get the fuck back in the bedroom. Go, yeah, go. All right, I'm in this family too. No, you're fucking not.
Great show.
Yeah, it said during a second and third interview, blah, blah, blah. She admitted she had a months-long affair with Powell and even performed a sex act while on duty. She said she just gave him a beej.
On duty, that's great.
In the substation. She admitted
is that the police thing, or is that where they would go for lunch? She blew him at Jersey Mike's.
Can you imagine? You get a beej and then you get some Jersey Mike's?
Oh. Yeah. I can imagine...
You go to Chili's for dinner?
Getting my dick sucked while I'm eating at Jersey Mike's, and I look down and she's got lettuce in her hair. She's just squeezing the sandwich so hard.
What a day. You go to Jersey Mike's, you get a beej, you get a sandwich, you go back to work, then that evening you get to go have Chili's, and then when a man goes and has flatulence outside on the patio, you make out with his wife a little bit.
That's awesome.
That sounds like a great day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Medium Diet Coke, fucking ham salami capicola.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah, with some oil and vinegar. Your fingers still smell like sub. You have a 5 tooting on your prick. She's juggling your balls with her stupid hands. Her fucking non-driving hands.
That's called
she handles balls better than she handles a steering wheel.
That's right. I mean, that's called turning Laverne, Tennessee into paradise. Maybe she kept crashing her car because she was giving beaches while she was driving.
Maybe, yeah, or
Or
guys
just giving a handy on the
jerking
side.
guys off. Yeah, she's a fucking bad driver. I bet you the cops are always trying to teach her to drive safer so she can get fired.
Yeah, you got to stop.
Yeah, stop texting and driving. Pay attention, you know.
She's sending dirty texts.
Yeah, she's probably a good fuck, though. I guarantee you.
She's practiced.
Troy, comment?
100%.
She's a trooper, right?
You can just tell. You see it.
Do you think she's a better fuck than like a gorgeous model?
Of course, because she's going to put in the work, and she really wants to put on a show.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Do you think Jedediah can handle her? Look at the picture of Jedediah. Do you think he can handle
No,
her?
he's in over his head.
He might
Poor
be a very
guy.
nice. He might be a very nice man.
He's probably
Nice
very
guy.
nice.
And she probably, her parents probably like him because seems kind and stable.
Oh,
There's
like
this-
she was a little wild, and it was like finally she met a nice guy, but she's not out of her wild phase yet.
No, she's still going through it. She can't help it.
And this guy is stuck. He's not about that life.
No.
Look at that. I mean, his wrist.
I mean, I've seen it happen before. This kind of thing happen.
See, if his tattoo extended into his hand, then you'd go maybe. But it's specifically designed so that he can wear a smart work shirt and nobody sees it. Yeah.
And he's sticking by her. There's some weird cuck shit going on. There's no way you stay with someone who's behaving that way.
He may have some kind of religious savior complex. His father's a pastor, I think, has been mentioned a couple times.
Or she's a beard.
That's right.
That's
I mean,
possible.
I'm looking at his smile, and my first take is he looks gay to me. But
That's what you had
But
said
again,
earlier, yeah.
that doesn't mean.
Doesn't mean, but
that's just a judgment off a photo.
it's a working theory.
I've read a couple quotes from him, and there's kind of a Ned Flanders energy where his coworkers talk about what happened, and he says he's just happy in his job serving the people of whatever county they're in. So it feels like that's coming through his teeth, and I think
I've seen
Coming
Ned.
through his teeth. What do you mean? Like he's angry?
Like, I think he thought he could save her from this kind of behavior. Small town probably has the reputation gets around, and then, like we said, got in way over his head. But now that he's made this vow of marriage to her, for him, that's not something that he can just break based on that kind of behavior. He's committed for life.
I've seen Ned Flanders in a ski outfit, and he does not look like he has a body like Ned Flanders.
It almost looks like he's got nothing at all on.
Nah, stupid sexy Flanders.
I'll bet you that the first time, because she probably fucked this guy really well and drove him crazy.
Oh yeah.
So he's probably very sexually attracted to her. And then he goes on the rescue thing, like, okay, I'll harness this lunatic into being in my sphere. Like, here's this fucking hornet's nest buzzing around. I'll get them all, but he's using a net to try to catch them all. It's not going to happen.
No, it isn't.
You're not going to corral her. That thing that makes her fuck your brains out is what makes her popular at the police department.
There's a very good chance he lost his virginity to her.
There you go.
He doesn't have. They've had threesomes before.
He doesn't have the bee spray.
No.
He doesn't have the
The
spray.
smoke. No, he doesn't have the smoke.
No, he thinks he can just do it by talking to the bees.
Yeah, his dick does not act like smoke.
No.
Acts like vinegar, just irritates them. Oh, so they've had threesomes. So, again.
That's what she says.
Yeah, I'm sure that she's brought girls home for him and blew his mind. But the price you pay for that is, hey, I don't trust her. She's a wild one. She might fuck a guy at work.
She probably went to about a 4 for her on the scale of filthiness. Her 4 is his 9.
Yep.
So she started going to a 4. It blew his mind, but she realized she couldn't really go past 4. So she had to go to work to get to 7.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, she's dirty. I say that with great affection.
Same.
Right?
Yeah.
She's a fun one. I've turned the corner.
You can just tell.
Yeah, she should.
Good?
Yeah, Jim and I just have that sense.
Yeah.
You can just tell.
She's a really.
Would you be willing to team up with Troy if you met young Megan Hall? And if she was like, hey, I'd like to take on both you gentlemen, would you be willing to do that with Troy?
You know,
Troy,
I love Troy, but I'm very bad at threesomes with friends. Like, I'm too, like...
Thruples.
But would I begrudge Troy fucking her? No, not at all. I would say, go ahead, you'll probably do a better job than I would.
I would look at Jim and I would say, Jim, we've been friends for a long time. Yeah. This is her. She's actually here.
It's
her, and she's down to do this. Bro, you got to pull it together. We got to go.
Maybe,
you would try to convince him.
But I would let Troy fuck her. I would probably just take a blowjob and have to tweedle my nipples.
Okay. Okay. And you wouldn't hate on him for
I
that.
would. I'd be like, that's fine.
That's
I would
fine.
let Troy do all the heavy lifting.
That's fair.
Yeah, I would just I'm 54. I would just take the ride. I'd be on the sidecar, let Troy do the driving. But I'm not big on threesomes with my friends. Like, it's weird, because it doesn't feel like porn that way.
Yeah.
I've had a few with my friends, but it was a lot of them with the same girl.
And I've seen your friends. I wouldn't be big on threesomes with your friends either.
No, I'm just like a lot of my perversion is in like the things she's telling me.
Right.
Because then you're just kind of drifting off. Like, it's weird the things that they're saying.
You like to go into a different land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's the type who could do that. She could probably dirty text you all day long.
So she told this person she was talking to, I guess, that Powell, not Colin
okay.
Powell. Me and my husband were on the verge. Okay, so this officer, the married Powell, whereas Sergeant Lewis Powell.
This guy.
Yeah, that's fucking Cock McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the canine guy.
His dick is so big, even the dogs respect him. That's why the German Shepherds even run when he comes in the room. They all know it.
She said that Powell had threatened to kill himself when she tried to break things off.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Texting her to say, you betrayed me. I thought you cared about me. No one's here but me. You really hurt me. She further confessed to getting drunk at a Girls Gone Wild hot tub party where she sang karaoke and fell down a flight of stairs before having sex with another officer in a bathroom of a colleague's boat.
This girl rules.
Who, by the way,
She fucking rules, this lady.
first question.
She's the best.
Yeah.
In the last 10 years, 15 years, who's going to a Girls Gone Wild
Jesus,
party?
She's fucked more cops than body cam footage.
I mean, is she the last person that Joe Francis had on deck?
She is the best.
I think she spiraled.
Oh, yeah, but this guy caught feelings, threatened to kill himself. She's not even that hot. No. But again, she was probably just an adoring, great fuck.
Well, she got drunk at a Girls Gone Wild hot tub
married.
party, sang karaoke, fell down a flight of stairs, then had sex with someone in a bathroom of a colleague's boat.
The aristocrats.
The aristocrats.
See, this guy, he's not a bad-looking dude.
Oh, my God. Wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this quote.
Okay.
My bathing suit was a little loose and it fell off, she added coyly.
Yeah, tumbled off. Oops-a-daisy.
Can you believe that? Is that quote getting you charged up? Oh, my bathing suit was a little loose. The whole thing just fell off. Do you think she told her husband, I'm really sorry, but my bathing suit, it was one size too big.
Fell off.
My bathing suit fell off.
Sam, we're going to lose Jim and Troy.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about that if somebody told you, oops, my bathing suit fell off?
I'm thinking
After
about
they fell down the stairs.
this guy.
After singing karaoke.
I wonder what she was singing.
I'd love to.
Wouldn't you love to know what song she chose?
This guy here, who threatened to kill himself, because this girl probably made you feel like you think you're going to feel when you're a cop, like that women love guys in uniform. Like,
And she did things that no one in that town
his
has ever
wife
done.
wasn't doing them.
No.
His wife's probably got the mother of his kids. You go home, how was work, honey? And then this fucking wild one is eating his ass in the stairwell.
His wife's clothes never accidentally fall off.
No.
After falling down the stairs, drunkenly singing "Heaven Is a Place on Earth."
Yeah.
Oh, Powell is the one that she blew in the substation.
Yeah, Powell rules. Even though he got his feelings and he got caught up in it,
And he's married too. So
you know what? He's a guy with a big hog.
No. I'm saying like how do you get caught up in feelings for?
It happens.
It's not like you've been single
no.
your whole life and like now this woman's leaving.
He didn't snitch. So I like Powell. I'm Team Powell.
Wait,
I get it.
Right?
I understand it because maybe the wife, he's been with the wife his whole life. She's a little boring. They're tired. This one comes along as just a firecracker.
But are you threatening to kill yourself for that?
her bathing suit just fell off.
Dude,
it was
if you're
too big.
Oops. If you're fucking, and maybe she was great at karaoke. If you're getting that fucking fix from some dirty girl at work, you can get very addicted to that.
Can you imagine if a girl falls down the stairs
Sure.
drunkenly
Oh.
and you go to pick her up? Oh, let me help you. And then she's just like, oops, my bathing suit fell off. And you're like,
And then you're like,
"Oh
"Are you
my
okay?" And she's
God."
like, "Let me suck your dick in the bathroom." You're like, "All right."
Okay, this is our colleague's boat. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Wait till you hear this. Can
This
I
is
tell you?
this is like Copland. This fucking movie.
Wait till you hear this.
And then Harvey Keitel tried to drown him in the hot tub, and I fucked him. Okay.
This is bad. This is gonna make you upset. Okay, this is bad for poor Jed. Okay.
Go ahead.
Hall told Patton. Patton is the one who was doing all the questioning.
Yeah.
Hall told Patton of a cringeworthy encounter when she, along with this coworker that she had sex with in the boat bathroom. Okay, this was another time.
Which
with-
one?
Yeah.
Same guy. Same.
Powell?
No, it was
Is this the guy that tattled?
No, this was a different guy.
Okay.
Magliocco. She was with Magliocco.
Ah.
She, along with Magliocco and his wife Amy, tried to coax Hall's husband, this guy, Jedediah, into a wife swapping session that fell flat.
I don't want to.
Wait.
Oh, no.
When Mags was like right by us.
Who's Mags, the guy?
Magliocco, yeah.
Okay.
When Mags was like right by us, and then on the couch, Mags was like, if y'all start making out, maybe Jed will get into it. My husband, into the idea. And then we started making out, and Jed was like, no.
Who started making out the two girls?
No, I think her and Mags.
Her. Well, who said if y'all start making out? The wife?
No, Mags said if y'all start making out, so maybe it was the two
girls.
the
If
two
y'all
girls
start,
started making out.
You're right, sorry.
And then he was like, no. Can you imagine if your
No.
wife was making out with... I'm married. My wife was making out with somebody, and I was like, I would not say no. I would leave, and then I would end the marriage. It's like you
It was a
can't...
girl?
Well, if I wasn't into it. I'm just saying I wouldn't say no. If I was into it, I would say yes.
I'm not going to say any women's names, but let's just say certain women that we've talked about wanting to date hot dog.
I mean, I can't even begin to comment on that. But
That's a whole different.
I certainly, honestly, these shows go by so fast. I don't even remember who we were talking about, so I can't.
But yeah,
I don't have an opinion one way or the other, to tell you the truth.
It's humiliating if you say no and she just keeps doing it, or if your wife is pressuring you in front of people.
She said, "Yeah, me and my husband have had a threesome before." She didn't say we had threesomes before. We had a threesome before, which leads me to believe that it wasn't a great situation for him, because clearly,
Yep.
old Megan is down for a threesome whenever.
But yeah, and you don't know what kind of threesome. You don't know no kind of threesome. It might have been with another girl. I'm guessing it was with another girl, but who
That's
knows?
usually when you start, right?
Yeah, of course.
We had another threesome before, so I didn't know if it was going to, I didn't think he would have an issue with it. Hall reveals she made another attempt to rope Jedediah, Jed, into a foursome with Sergeant Ty McGowan and his wife, V, but it petered out quickly.
Is that Ty? That's the one who liked her.
No.
Jed,
Is
no,
that
the
the one
other,
who snitched?
the other one is
Oh, yeah. Yes.
But then the other officer, they said he was
So
going
many.
to kill
That's
himself.
Powell, yeah. But this one liked her enough to tattle because he was jealous.
Yes.
Jed came home. We started drinking. Ty wanted to try to get Jed to have a thing with all of us. Oh, this is the one.
Yeah.
We played strip Uno, and then V went out onto the patio with Jed. Her and Ty kissed for a little bit, and then that was it.
But she already banged him before the psych exam. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those things where these guys just want Jed involved because the woman, then they can fuck her.
Yeah, because he's co-signing.
But I can't believe all these wives are into it. Like, what a swinging town.
There's nothing going on, dude.
Dude, I mean, his wife was into it. The other guy's wife was into it. Holy shit. Maybe Powell's wife wasn't into it. Maybe that's why he got depressed. Because, wow, this girl's, if you're married and you find somebody who's wild like that, it has to be difficult to give up or realize that she's fucking other guys too. You know what I mean? Because you don't find girls like this that often, especially probably in a small town.
She later reflected, saying she got stupid, she got desperate, I guess, and guys, she says, and they'll stick their dick in anything.
They will. But it's tempting, too. I mean, how do you
Poor
say
girl.
no to that? Come on. That's a lot to resist. I mean, a girl who's like that, who's dirty like that, I mean, most men, I'm filling up.
She admitted to having sex with Lugo Perez at a hotel after the pair met up at the Go USA Fun Park in Murfreesboro, which she called Go Fun USA.
This is Perez.
That's another guy she banged?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I mean,
wow.
she's just
Well, they were in
Who
Murfreesboro.
didn't she bang? Can we show the guys who she didn't bang? Probably the chief and two other guys.
she banged all of them.
I'm team her.
Yeah.
They were. I
Oh,
love.
wow.
You know what's incredible? She doesn't have a type.
No, black, white, older, young. She
Hispanic,
doesn't give a
matter.
shit. Yep.
Italian.
Yeah, she does have a type, but not her husband. As long as you're not my husband, I'll fuck you.
Not him.
Oh, Jed.
Poor Jed.
Poor guy.
Plus, you can already see his hairline is going.
Oh,
I mean, I don't think that matters.
no, I don't think
No,
that
but
because
it's
one of
like-
the guys is bald. So
No.
Michael Chiklis.
But if you're bald and your wife is out, and he's not ready for it. You see how he's kind of combing his hair to the side? He's not ready to say goodbye. He wants to be like a young, cool guy with a wrist tattoo.
She's the dirty girl in town, and he tried to corral her and rescue her, like Mike said, and make her his. Because he wanted to harness all that dirtiness and have it directed towards him.
Well, they were
probably.
high school sweethearts, too.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
They've been together for a long
Oh, that's
time.
all right. So she was bored with it.
She didn't get it out of her system. She wanted to have fun in high school.
She's dirty. Yeah, she's like she's
She's
she's like a guy. She's like a guy. She wants to go out and fuck different people. She shouldn't have got married.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was in studio.
Oh my God.
You know what?
Oh, poor her.
It doesn't look that different.
Yep. To whoever pointed out that this looks like the that lady and Sam Roberts show, you're not wrong.
Well,
This is evil Sam.
Yeah, we'll throw a retweet on
That's very funny. Yeah.
Sam did point out that it looks like she's
Yep. The Megan Hall and Sam Roberts show.
Yeah.
She does have a Jim Norton face.
Megan Hall
The poor
reportedly
dear.
told one of her fellow officers to slip in a puddle of AIDS. Yeah, that's tough. Poor Megan.
Yeah. Wow.
She says that her hookup with Shields took place in the weight room at a police gym. Patton asked her, "I'm sorry, I don't want to keep beating a dead horse there, but there was a sexual act that took place in the gym, according to you." He asked, "Did you give him a hand job?" And she said, "Yeah, not a blowjob."
Who's this? Who's this guy?
Shields.
That's Shields.
She banged him too.
Yeah.
Oral.
That's the one that
Oral in the gym.
in the gym. Yeah.
But she's saying it was a handy, not oral.
it's like Clue.
Yeah.
In the gym with her mouth. She went on to be asked by Patton, do you have a foot fetish? Do you send pictures of your feet to people? Which she said that Ty, which I guess is somebody else,
Ty was the guy who snitched.
Yeah.
has a foot fetish, and so he would ask you to send pictures of your feet. Did you send pictures of your feet? She responded, "I know I did to Ty." So she would send him pictures of her feet. It sounds like she would just fill
The whistle.
Whatever fetish.
whatever fetish, whatever fantasy, whatever anything. She's like, "Yeah, I'm down.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm down."
Yeah.
Whew. Man. They got no cops in that town anymore because they were all like having sex with this lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope there's no crime there.
It's great. I mean, I hate to see these guys lose their careers too. I mean, it's bad decision making.
I mean, where did she got to move?
But every man can understand why these guys made that bad decision. Everyone can understand how this can happen. Like, everyone likes to fuck. I'm working out at the gym and this girl wants to fuck me. Sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's hard to say no.
All right. Her bathing suit was too big. It fell off.
Tumbled off.
What was I gonna do?
She's drunk, singing karaoke, tumbling around.
Being coy.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
You think she sounds fun?
Bubbly. You can tell she's bubbly.
You think bubbly?
Yeah,
Oh, Jed.
lighthearted.
Oh, Jed. Can you stop making out, please?
Please stop making.
Can you guys stop making out?
No.
She thinks she said no?
No, him.
Oh, no.
Is that him?
Basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
Same energy.
It's the brother-in-law in The Righteous Gemstones, one of the great television characters of our generation.
It's BJ.
DJ. Judy Gemstone is really a breakout star of that
Oh,
show.
she's great.
That's a great. You should watch that show.
Oh,
Judy.
Yeah,
It's
I know,
so
I know. I've seen clips of it. It would seem good.
So
Oof.
Especially that first season is like one of the great seasons of television. Second season is good, but the first season is like outrageous.
Yeah, she's a trooper. Megan Hall. Megan Hall will get, I mean, she's already
Oh, she
getting
got
offers.
tattoos on her arms too.
Damn.
She's already getting offers to do other stuff like
OnlyFans?
to dance, OnlyFans. Yeah, she'll make, because she has to do something.
If she jumped on OnlyFans right away,
Oh, yeah.
while this was still in the news, she can make six figures real quick.
Yeah, she got offered $10,000 to perform at a strip club.
She should get on OnlyFans. Fuck the strip club. She should get on OnlyFans right now
do both.
while people are still talking. I mean, she can make a lot more than 10 grand.
No, but you could do that and then do the thing, make an extra $10K. Like
Because-
you could do both.
The Daily Mail will instantly report,
100.
hey, this cop is on OnlyFans now.
Yep.
You're not. Would you sign up just to take a look?
I'm not on there
Or are you afraid
simply because I know myself.
you'd start subscribing a lot?
I would just start tugging my dick all day.
Right. Once you got on, you wouldn't get off. I mean, you'd get off, but you wouldn't leave OnlyFans.
I'm tempted to join now because the Bert Kreischer roast, which we're promoting now, it premieres April 1st.
But it's free on OnlyFans.
OnlyFans TV.
Right.
But I may have to join a few people's OnlyFans just to support the platform, which really was one of the best working experiences I've had.
Plus, you got friends on there. You support your friends.
But, yeah,
They won't know.
I don't need to know that.
It's anonymous.
I don't need to see.
It's anonymous. You don't want to ruin things.
I'm not ruining things. I just don't need my fucking head distracted. I haven't. I'm doing really good with
That would
not.
be a slippery slope.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would.
I'm not really watching porn. Occasionally, I go down the stop. You know, I'm been really fighting it.
It'd be like slippery, like a flight of stairs on a boat. Slippery.
Yes. Yeah. She should do OnlyFans though.
Yeah, she should definitely do OnlyFans right now, like this week, because otherwise it's going to go away. She won't make, she'll make 10% of what she would have made.
What would she do? Like, what do you do on OnlyFans? I mean, maybe get some of those guys and blow them on fucking...
You don't even have to do that. Just post naked pictures.
That will get old fast.
Well, the whole thing's going to get old fast anyway. Nobody's sticking around for months and months to do this. You get on.
Cash in quick.
Yeah, you make $300,000 in a month, and then you get off. Nobody is going to sit
They
there.
might, though. You never know. People all of a sudden, this is that dirty... That's the thing people like about OnlyFans. Is you're able to like see a girl like who's a streamer or who's a vlogger, whatever it is. You go, oh my God, I can see that girl in her half naked. Like, so many people are doing it that it's like your high school fantasies come true. There's the girl I have a crush on. Oh my God, I can possibly see her. I saw that girl in a fucking news story. I could see her naked.
I think it would dip down to like
It probably would, but
$5,000 a month real quick. But
It's an easy $5,000.
but the first month,
Oh, she'd cash in.
yeah, she'd probably make $300,000 in the first month.
yeah, I don't know what she'd make, but I think she would do okay because
Everybody would report on it.
as long as you just keep talking to people, like keep people engaged, and I'm sure you would do well. That's a key.
Oh yeah, like fish these dudes in.
Well,
Yeah.
just be present and talk. Yeah.
Yeah, you can make money. They charge for DMs too. $5 for a DM. If you respond real quick, they're gonna keep typing in.
And I know that just communicating with somebody makes people want to stick around. I'm sure.
You're in a committed relationship now.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if the person you were with was making out with somebody else and you were just sitting there meekly saying, "No,
Yeah, that would be grounds for dismissal.
no,
Yeah, no.
no"?
Unless you knew what you're getting yourself in.
Not if you said no,
Yeah.
though. No.
Trust me when I tell you, man. Some of these guys, they're in over their heads. They get involved with these girls. They know what they put it away. Like, nah, she's not like that. She's not like that. And then these girls go on benders like this, and you're just like, he's stuck.
Fucking sucking.
It's like that HBO doc that came out a while back about the threesome
Yep.
that like destroyed the guy, and you just watch this guy fall apart, doing things he doesn't want to do, doing stuff with other dudes. It's like, what are you doing? He's just on this like slippery slope where by the end of it, he's just broken. He's just a broken man. And while he's just lying there broken, the love of his life is having sex with somebody else right next to him. And it's just like, why did you do this, dude? Why did you do this?
I received a text message from a friend who is a female officer and said something very interesting. She got married because she was average and felt like that was the best she was going to get.
Mm-hmm.
Then she becomes a cop, gets all kinds of attention, and guys will fuck anything, and she lost her mind. Happens to a lot of female cops. This is coming from a
Interesting.
female officer. So, yeah, it's possible that she's an average girl in a small town, bangs occasionally.
But once you put a uniform on,
All these
and
guys in a station house.
you're in a room with all those alphas.
Yep, there you go. Makes perfect sense.
The testosterone is flowing.
And they're probably all more alpha dominant than her husband. Canine cop with a big dick.
Have you
Yeah.
seen them?
Yeah.
Of course they
Jed's
are.
moping around the house. You know,
You
I
don't
just
think-
want to serve the Lord.
You don't think Jed's packing?
I don't know if he's packing, but his energy is not what she wants, probably. And he's the high school sweetheart.
Doesn't match her energy.
It doesn't match
No,
her
it
energy
doesn't.
or the energy she craves.
You know what her energy is?
Dick.
All those dudes.
Yeah.
And you're right. They're dicks.
But that's so nuts. Like, how do you not think that's going to be a problem? In a small town at work. Like, how do you not think everyone fucking the same girl is going to be an issue?
I don't think you care.
You're not thinking
Maybe
about
not.
it.
I guess
You're
not, yeah.
It's not the. It's you're not thinking about it. It's a manic thing to do.
Yeah.
It's manic.
I would have fallen. You could see yourself falling into that?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
By the way,
You could see a uniformed you
Sure.
up there in this lineup. You think so? You
Yep.
think so too? Trip?
100%.
Not only would you do it, you'd be signing up to be a cop right now.
Right now.
I'd like to protect and serve.
There's a lot of fog going on in that photo.
Yep.
A lot of,
There's a lot of female. There's some female fog going on too.
And the problem is, you go into work the next day and you see her there again, and the fog starts building up again.
oh, here we go again.
No!
Flirting all day. She has her pick of the litter.
Oh, she's texting foot pics.
And there's girls that just like, as soon as you see them, it's just instantly sexual. There's something they say.
Yes,
sexual
an energy.
things.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't get fucked good last night. Oh, and you're like, oh,
Oh God! Why did you say
Why?
that? I'm supposed to be a police officer. Now I'm not gonna get anything done today. You know how many criminals are gonna go free because you just said that?
Yep. Mike?
yeah, this is why you can't have women in the infantry because this kind of shit runs rampant in like
Sure.
Afghanistan and Iraq. But if it's on like a big fob with like a chow hall and a gym and shit, you can kind of keep people separated. You're at like a patrol base or something like that out in the fucking sticks. You can't have gangbangs going on while the Taliban's trying to breach the walls.
Right, because I guess it taps into everybody's. The guys want a girl who's just willing to fuck, and for women, like, hey, I have these fucking 50 guys I can pick from. All of them are in good shape. Like,
And everyone's pretty much 19 through 21 years old, so the testosterone's just fucking flowing.
and you're away from home, and you're in a shit situation. You're in a scary situation.
She goes, there's all these guys I can pick from. I pick all. I pick all the guys.
She does. She really did choose all but like one or two.
Right.
Who's the frump she wouldn't fuck?
Her husband.
Whoever's left on that force, you know she was not giving pussy to them, and they tried.
And I'll tell you what, I bet that dude's friends with Jedediah now.
Yeah.
No, I get it. She's a bitch. Fred in Tennessee.
Hey, boys. I'm calling from Murfreesboro.
Shout out.
And
God bless.
By the way, now's the time. If you're thinking about shoplifting or whatever, now's the time.
Or if you want to be a cop, they're hiring.
That's true. Good time to be a cop or a criminal.
Yeah.
that fun park that they went to, that Officer Hall and whoever went to, is probably, it fits the narrative just perfect. It is one of the most ghetto little fun parks. They've got like maybe 2 arcade games, some putt-putt, and like some shitty go-karts. And the hotels that are right there besides the fun park, I mean, it just fits the narrative perfectly. It's just white trash, ghetto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Awesome.
it looks like trash.
Just awesome. Yeah. Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, it's the best.
That's the Go USA Fun Park.
Go
Oh,
USA.
it's disgusting.
Even the name is horrible.
Yeah. Welcome to Fabulous. And it has those weird, like, old Vegas letters
It's
where
the
the
Vegas
welcome is
sign,
in a
yeah.
circle. Every W-E-L, they're all in their own circles. It's a really terrible sign.
It's a horrible sign, but if you're going to hook up, it's worth
It's
it.
phenomenal. It's got like a peep booth floor. Probably smells like ammonia.
Troy, Troy, thank you very much, Fred.
Goodbye.
Even though that place, do you think the Go USA Fun Park looks like a cool place to hang?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But
Second question.
Go ahead.
If this officer was like, hey, you want to go check out the Go USA Fun Park?
I'll give you a beach.
No, she's not even saying that. But you kind of.
But she's like, let's
Hey,
go here and hang.
you wanna go hang?
I'd be like, let's
Sure.
go. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I love Go USA Fun Park.
Love it.
My favorite place to be.
Yeah.
Brush my teeth.
I'd probably go there, yeah.
Yeah.
Get my dick sucked.
You think that's what would happen?
Yep.
The Go USA Fun Park.
There was a girl like this that I knew growing up. Like a bunch of the guys had fucked her. And eventually I got to fool around with her. I think she sucked my dick.
Nice.
I went down on her in the woods.
Nice.
Yeah, it was hot.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's the whole story.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
I like that story.
Yeah, I knew a girl like this once. She was awesome. Like, that's the whole...
Yeah, she had nice big nipples.
Oh, you saw the nips?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. She was a good girl. She was dirty.
How old were you guys?
16.
Okay.
So 2 or 3 of my friends banged her.
Kai too?
I did too.
Kai do it too?
I didn't fuck her. Can I have some?
Kai have some? I heard you were doing that. Kai have some?
Those guys don't appreciate you. They don't appreciate you.
Yeah, you wanted to make her your girlfriend.
She, yeah, I think I didn't fuck her. I fooled around with her. She might have blown me.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, good. I'm glad you got in on that.
Yeah, I never did particularly well with dirty girls like that.
No.
'Cause I had fucking rescuer energy.
You did.
Yeah.
You had Jedediah energy.
Not quite that bad. 'Cause
You don't need
I
to-
ate pussy well.
But you don't need to be doing that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you're a great person. You could do other things.
You should find someone who appreciates you.
They never take your advice, do they?
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
You know, I mean, just going out to a movie and getting a bite to eat is just as fun.
That's fun.
Have a good
You don't have to
conversation.
feel like an object.
Yeah, I'm not going to objectify you. I appreciate you.
I appreciate.
Uh,
Everyone had that sexual energy because you know girls like that where the minute you walk in, you're like, hey, and you hugs everyone, and the hands are on the ass and on the hips by the,
Hug a little too close, pull you in, hold you a little.
of
too long, you're like, oh,
course.
boy.
Yeah.
Everything is sexual.
the fog starts to build.
Yeah. How you doing? I fell asleep early last night, so not good.
Yeah, everything kind
Everything
of
is a
goes
double
there's-
entendre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Oh, I fell asleep, or I got plenty of sleep last night. Unfortunately. Oh boy.
Oh, boy, she
Jesus
needs some
fucking
dick.
Christ! What the?
Jedediah wasn't putting it down properly.
Yeah.
Poor Jedediah.
Hey, you're married, right? Yeah. I mean, do you guys still have like an active sex life? I feel like for me, it doesn't happen as often as it should. Oh, what the?
I just crave being touched and.
Touch is my love language. Why are you?
Why are you saying
Shut
this?
up!
Why are you saying
God
this?
damn it!
You know what you're doing.
Yeah. Sucked his dick in the patrol car. You know how uncomfortable that must be, leaning over with all that equipment? Fucking. And you hope she doesn't drool any on your uniform? She better be a swallower. The last thing you did is slobber and a load on your fucking.
She is.
Yeah, she probably is.
Of course she is.
You think so?
Yeah, but you gotta put your wet dick back in. You hope that you have a towel.
Whatever.
I guess.
Whatever.
You
You're
don't
right.
care?
I worry about the outside stuff. I shouldn't.
You don't care.
No, you're on the job. You're out having fun.
I know, but you gotta lean your fucking that radio sound. You're like, oh fuck.
I can look past it.
Yeah.
Everybody there knows what it is.
Cop cars are not built to have your dick sucked in though. Like they always have those computers in between the driver and passenger.
Maybe get in the back seat.
Well, then you can't get out.
That'd be fun.
You're stuck. How do you explain that to the Sarge?
Yeah, but you know when the radio turned on by mistake, they just called that, oh, no, we got hit with a Megan.
Yeah.
They called it a Megan because everybody knew what it was.
Sure.
Everybody knew what the deal was. Except for one officer. Why do they call it a Megan?
Yeah, the guy who like found out she did it. He was like, "See, you want to grab?" Probably gave her some awful. Fuck, he flirted terrible.
He was trying to initiate it,
Want
but
to
he
get
had
some?
no
Want to get some chowder? She's like, "What?"
chowder.
Yeah.
Murfreesburg?
Yeah. Want to go down to Chow Hall and have a little Sanka?
You know what my favorite part about the Go USA Fun Park is? The go-karts. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you heading down there tonight? You probably ask her all lame. So you heading down to go? No, I'm not.
No, he hears her telling another officer, we should go down there. And he, oh, you guys going? I'll go with you guys.
Oh, tag along. While Powell takes her in the other room.
Where you guys going? You want to do?
Fills her full of prick.
No, we're gonna go use the restroom. Both of you?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Well, they'd send him for cotton candies. Go get some cotton candies. They'd come back. They
Candies.
wouldn't be sitting at the bench anymore.
No, they wouldn't.
Oh, we just went for a walk.
You think you can win us something out of the claw machine? Oh, I'm fucking awesome at the claw machine.
Yeah.
Show us. We want to see. Oh, I'll show. Oh, yeah. Wait till you see.
She
Where'd you
must
guys go?
What a fun bang she is. Fuck. Right?
You thinking about it now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. She should OnlyFans, though, because this will go away.
Yeah, do it now. Strike while the iron's hot.
Because what are you going to do? You got to strike while the iron's hot. What are you going to do?
What?
Job-wise in that small town.
No. But the thing you just did just now.
Oh, that was the...
What was that melody?
That was one of the awful football chants from a long time ago. You remember there was a couple of bad football chants, and one of them was, you got to strike while the iron's hot. It was really bad.
Speaking of football,
Yeah.
we didn't talk about the weekend of playoffs.
Yep.
It went down yesterday. I was sad to see my 49ers lose to the Philadelphia Eagles. That's my team. But then I became a big Kansas City Chiefs fan. I'm a big Kansas City guy now. You know why? Because they called him a jabroni. You hear what Kelsey said? That's his name, right? Kelsey?
Yeah.
He's playing against his brother. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, first time.
Ah.
That's happened in a Super Bowl.
He said, know your role and shut your mouth, jabroni. I was like, this is my team.
I didn't...
I like this guy almost as much as I like George Kittle.
That penalty of roughing the passer, like the out of bounds, pushing Mahomes when he was out of bounds. It was just a guy who was new in the league, not realizing where he was on the field. Like he
Yeah.
just got
He
caught
was
up.
way out of bounds.
But that guy was just caught up, and he saw Patrick Mahomes, and he just wanted to shove him and make sure he fucked up, and he really hurt the team. Like that's one where you could go. That was a 45-yarder. It would have been a 60-yarder. There's no way he's making a 60-yarder.
Right.
They probably would have just ran the clock.
Right.
And then went to overtime. And who knows what would have happened. But that is what the fuck are you doing? That was a big mistake.
Huge.
Crazy, right?
Huge.
Crazy.
The true tragedy of that play is that we're gonna have to deal with fucking Pat Mahomes' brother.
Oh, I
going
know.
to another
I love
Super
that
Bowl.
guy.
I fucking hate that guy.
I think
I like
everyone
it.
kind of hates
He's
him.
the worst.
Nah, he does the TikTok dances on the sidelines. He's cool.
Yeah, it's for the kids.
Yeah.
I don't even know if the kids like him.
He's for hot dog.
Do you think he'll be there at the Super Bowl?
Of course, yeah. Yeah, he's NFL
He likes,
hot dog.
he likes to tag along.
He does. Yep.
Hot dog's beloved.
That's true.
I don't think Mahomes' brother is beloved the way Hot Dog is.
By some people, he is.
I have not known a lot of people who don't beloved Hot Dog.
No, but I mean Mahomes' brother.
Oh, I haven't seen anybody that beloves Mahomes' brother.
That was a crazy, crazy ending to that game.
Did you hear what Kelsey said that got everybody all stirred up, including me? I got all fired up.
I
by
did
it.
not know.
Yeah, listen to him.
I appreciate you. How about this beautiful trophy? Huh? Hey, I got some wise words for that Cincinnati mayor.
Yeah.
Know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni.
Yeah. It's awesome, right?
You gotta fight for your right to party.
It's just a dude that's been wanting to say that shit into a microphone forever. He just got both of them out in one shot. How do you not root for...
It's like, should I say the Rock thing or the Beastie Boys thing?
Dude. Boom. How do you not root for Kansas City after that?
Yeah.
That's your team now, right?
Sold me in a second.
He's like, what if I told you he loves The Rock and the Beastie Boys so much that he's just going to win his big football trophy and shout their quotes into a microphone?
Wasn't jabroni Iron Sheik, though, first?
Well, jabroni is a term that's been around for a long time, but The Rock popularized it.
But
And then the
Sheik-
Iron Sheik started to use it publicly after The Rock
Oh, okay.
popularized
I thought
it.
that was like an 80s.
But it is an old school wrestling term.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who I want in the Super Bowl because the fact that he just said that.
You don't really have a choice. They're both in.
No, who I want to win.
Oh, okay.
Meaning,
I don't know, jabroni.
Philadelphia, I hate the Eagles. Like, there's very few things I hate more than the Eagles, but I love the city of Philadelphia. Like, it's one of my favorite places because they're great fans, and I've had a lot of good times there. So it's like I kind of want to see them get something good. I don't give a fuck about Kansas City compared to Philly.
Yeah.
I don't like Mahomes' brother. He's annoying. You're right.
Well, you can't root against the team
Sure you
because the
can.
guy's brother's annoying.
There's always weird things that make you root for or
That's
against.
true.
Look, you want to root for them just because this guy yelled that into a mic.
He yelled at, yeah, that's true, because he likes The Rock and the Beastie Boys.
When you're not a fan of either team, it's the little things you latch onto or will push you away.
Do you think that? Why do you think that? Who beat the 49ers? The
Philly,
Eagles.
yeah.
How come
31-7. That was
how
a
come
beating.
how come the Eagles could beat them so good, but the Cowboys didn't come close?
They ran the ball.
Great point.
And the Eagles are a much better team, and also they didn't choke, and also the quarterback went down. 49ers quarterback went
Very,
down.
very specifically tied to their running game and playing against.
But you think that that's even greater evidence that the quarterback choked with the Cowboys?
I know they did.
Yeah.
It's 100% the truth.
It is.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah. Mike knows that. We all.
Well, no,
know.
I know he played poorly.
He choked.
This is
He choked.
Well, because he's a choke, right?
Of all the Cowboy fans I know, and I know some guys that are like long time, like they watch every game every season, and they all go, "He'll never win. He's a choke."
Bill Parcells has disagreed with that pretty vehemently.
Has he?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Bill Parcells used to be relevant. However,
He has won the Super Bowl twice.
amazing. He's been a great
Why do you
coach.
think
He's not
Dak has?
Belichick.
Because he
Though.
sucks. He ain't joke.
Yeah.
Choke.
Yeah.
He doesn't think he choked.
Oh, he said the same thing that I said. You got to put some guys around him. He's not going to drag you. Like
He had guys.
And the amount of, by the way, the amount of money.
Noah
he
Brown
hasn't-
and Michael
He
Gallup.
hasn't had 3 1,000-yard wide receivers at a time for years. He's had guys.
He has had guys. He's choked every year.
He chokes
Well,
every
he
year.
hasn't choked every. First of all, the previous playoff losses, the first one to Green Bay, he led the 2-minute comeback. Aaron Rodgers got the ball with less than a minute left, and they fucking kicked a field goal to beat them in the last second. You can't put that on Dak Prescott. If you want the guy to lead the comeback, and he leads the comeback, and then the defense blows
How
it.
much is he making a year?
I don't
40
know.
million.
Get into the front office
What?
shit.
$40 million. He held out to get more money. Kind of makes it
He's
hard
a
to build a great
franchise
team.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's not playing like a franchise quarterback.
He's playing like a choke.
He's not playing like 40. He's not making $40 million a year, but he's making.
Yes, he is. He's making $40 million a year. And when you've got a hard salary cap, it's kind of hard to build a team around.
Wow, is he making that much a
because
year?
he's taking all the money. He should take a decrease
So you have to
in
be the
payment.
guy.
He probably will.
You think $40 million a year or whatever it is?
They usually restructure when they need to find
to open up the money for the team, right?
But that kind of money a year, and you shouldn't be able to drag the team. Like people have to go, well, you can't drag the team for that kind of money.
But what you're paying for is
choke.
stability at the quarterback position, which is very rare in the NFL. Like that was the entire point of Michael Irvin came out and said pretty much the same thing. You're not paying for the guy who's going to do it. You're paying for the guy who gives you the stability to build an offense.
But if you're paying
around
$40
him.
million in a hard salary cap, then as the quarterback, you have to know that there's not a lot of money left to go around, so you have to be the guy.
Right, they're also giving Ezekiel Elliott a shitload of money, which is probably the bigger problem.
And Michael Irvin won't say anything negative about Dallas. None of those guys will, because there's no like they're not thinking as fans. They're thinking of guys who have been there. Like he doesn't give a shit.
But I mean, he would if he was going to say, what do you do to fix the Cowboys' offense, and he thought that moving on at quarterback was a good decision, then he'd probably at least allude to it.
I don't think moving on is the answer. I don't. I mean, I don't know what you do. Like,
I think you need so you got CeeDee Lamb, who they've been playing as number one receiver, is probably more of a 2. He's like a borderline 1-2 receiver. So you want to go out and get like
Dak
a
is a 2.
big physical, aggressive receiver who can kind of go up and get. When Dak makes his mistakes, it's usually because his mechanics aren't great and he's very aggressive. If you combine those two things against like a San Francisco soft zone coverage, that's where your 2 interceptions come from. So
no,
it's
your
less
2
about-
interceptions come from the fact that he's a choke.
Well, that's not a joke, but
He is a choke.
sometimes it's just this. There's a ceiling on what he can do without guys around him.
Yes.
So you got to put guys around him.
Probably should make
That's not
20
a
million a
choke.
year.
If he was, a fucking stud.
Yeah.
And he played down, but he's
He's
around
not a
that-
stud.
He's like around.
What do you
like,
think he is?
Probably
So he's
like,
a choke.
Oh yeah.
I'll never. I'll never waver.
Probably somewhere
Well, I don't
between
think.
like
You've presented good evidence.
Yeah.
10, 10th or 12th quarterback in the league. There are only really 3 quarterbacks in the league right now that you look at, you can be like, oh yeah, these guys will drag you to a Super Bowl. 2 of them played in the AFC Championship game, and the other one is going to the Super Bowl.
Well, then
for-
don't you think
for
he's
the
dragging the
NFC.
team down by
$40 million a year.
holding out for that much money?
That's
Yeah.
a lot
Being
of money.
selfish?
No,
Very
I
selfish.
think he'll restructure and take a pay cut
He's a
to,
press
to
cuck.
put some
I know. I understand.
West
But
cuck.
around.
the leader of the team is a cuck. I mean, a choke. He's a choke.
Choke.
I don't want him to be a
he's-
choke, but he is.
But
He
he's
is a choke.
done
Of course
the
he is.
not choke things in other playoff appearances.
He's never gotten beyond the first round.
But you can't put that all on him. If
Sure I can.
against the Rams, they don't run the ball, and then the Rams run the ball down you.
Sure.
He was leading a comeback against the Rams. They couldn't get the fucking ball.
Why
back
all these
for him.
comebacks? Why not just get ahead and stay ahead?
Well,
That's
for a few
'cause he
years
choked.
there were issues with the defense, but if he's putting points on the board and the defense is giving up points,
Sure.
Their defense
some
also
point.
led in takeaways 2 years like.
yeah, this year they
But there
they had
can't
very good
always
defense.
be an excuse.
There's always an excuse.
Well, no, you
it
have
was
to
the defense.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah,
you
know
have
what?
to-
You
they're
have to
jokes.
have this.
play complete team football.
But
to
I don't
get-
even. I don't
to
put it
get
all
far.
on Dak anyway. I really do. I'm sorry. I don't put it all on him. The whole team. I'm telling you, from Jones down, because of the decisions I think that he makes, will never win with him as the. I'm telling you, they just. You think I'm crazy, but
So it's not
They
all
won't.
because
Also,
of Dak.
No,
but
no,
he
no.
is a choke. But he is a choke.
Dak is a choke.
Yeah.
He will never win a Super Bowl. But I think that's Jerry Jones's fault, because I think Jerry Jones wants people in management around him that will make decisions that he totally signs off on. And I think
Yeah.
that's why he's had the money he's had, the willingness to spend money that he's been willing. He spends money. And he has not gotten beyond the first round of the playoffs in 30 years. Isn't that staggering to you?
It's crazy.
That he'll spend the money he'll spend, and he'll try to bring anybody in to win, and he still can't fucking win. With that kind of money and that willingness to spend, there's something.
A miss.
There's something
I
wrong with the
understand what you're
organization.
saying, but I just it's too nebulous for me, and there's too much.
What does nebulous mean?
Just kind of cloudy. We're putting like this
Basic.
New Orleans voodoo around.
No,
He's
but
saying you're basic,
it is
dude.
in a way. But the evidence is, nebulous or not, they have not won a road playoff game. I think one in 30 years. So the evidence is
30
there.
years?
It was the 90s with Aikman, the last time they won a playoff game on the
And then
road.
Dak went on the road and did it.
1-1, yes.
in
he
Tampa
did.
Bay.
Yes, he
First
did.
round?
Yes.
He can't get past the first round?
He got
No.
past the first round.
He did the one time.
Meaning he can't win after the first
No.
round.
But again, they had a great first round game, and they were like, okay, Dak's game. Then you're like, oh, yeah, that's right. This is who he is. He
Choke.
plays the next game. Of
But
course.
it's worth pointing out that
Right.
the Eagles did not throw the ball against San Francisco at all.
Yeah.
So if the answer there is it's not throwing the ball, they ran the ball incredibly effectively. Dallas did not run the ball against San Francisco. So then the missing piece.
I know.
A lot of excuses.
Might
many
be,
excuses.
It's not an excuse. It's just saying, hey, could we get a running game? Can we
Sure.
get a true number one receiver? Then if you're looking at C.D. Lamb and
What
a number
happens when
one
they get a
receiver,
number
you
one
get involved.
receiver?
There'll be another reason. It'll be the offensive lineman hurt his foot. It'll be something. I understand, Mike.
Travis-
As
Travis,
a Ravens
as
fan,
somebody
you
who's-
don't need a complete team. I watched Trent Dilfer win a Super Bowl, and he wasn't even asked back the next year.
Right. As somebody who's not a Cowboys fan,
Right.
You're not, so you got no skin in the game.
No.
You think Dak's a choke? You do? Oof.
I do. I probably shouldn't entertain quite as seriously the athletic opinions of Travis Cleats Teft, Jim Pray for Me Norton, Sam WWE.
But that's not
Roberts.
true because you don't need to be athletic to see the evidence. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But I think
Bayless is
I'm not a
athletic.
cop,
The
but I can still see when a cop is wrong.
interpretation of the evidence.
Not necessarily, especially since I'm not the only person saying it. Like, other people I've talked to, like the guy, when I watch a guy throw interceptions in those situations, I know it's because he's choking.
And Mike, I don't
I've seen
know that
guys
you've
not
gotten
do it.
that close to an NFL
Yeah,
field.
relax.
I don't know that you're the football player.
You're
that
the
you
most
think you
athletic
are.
guy in this room,
No,
which
no,
is not saying much.
I know what kind of football player I am, but if you've been around a sport for a while, you do pick up a thing or two.
They're saying he's the authority here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say relative
He's saying he's
to the
smarter
room.
than you.
But I'm saying
Yes.
that
This
as unathletic
You and,
as I am,
you and Al Bundy. Poke High Mike over here.
Reliving those glory days.
unfortunately, as unathletic as I am, I can still tell you that they have not won one road game in 30 years.
You talking about Uncle Rico?
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate, and
We
I
gotta
wish
get a
I was.
locker in here so I can just shove you fucking nerds.
But I
inside.
told you that's what would happen.
Mike's going to throw that football above those mountains.
I told you he would choke, and he choked.
Just throwing in
But
front
I
of
don't
the
think
tripod.
I don't think it's
He can't
choking.
stand it
I
that
think
people
it's
are making
he
fun of his
choked.
Cowboys.
I think it's the expected thing to happen. Again, when you have a
$40 million quarterback to not throw interceptions. Yes.
I mean, why didn't
I expect a guy
Philly
who's
throw
being
the ball
paid
against
to be
San
the guy
Francisco?
to be the guy.
Yeah,
the
not throw
guy.
a perfect game, not be perfect, but not do what everyone knew he would do, which is collapse. He cannot carry the team emotionally, even.
You don't think so?
Derek Jeter, again, perfect.
The captain.
A team leader, like a guy who, like in the playoffs, hits an opposite field home run, like gets a double when you need, like just a guy who makes little plays when you need him to. And fucking Dak doesn't.
Here's
He's
what
not
I
that
want.
guy.
Here's what I want Dak to do. I want play action passes, run pass options. I want him to hand the ball off and toss the ball to running backs. You need a lot of yards, take pressure off him.
Sure.
A lot of safety valves for him.
Yes.
I don't want him trying to squeeze fucking aggressive throws against a ball hawking defense.
Right, you want
I
him
wouldn't.
to-
It's not a good game plan. But when you don't go into the game with a team that can do those things against a defense like San Francisco's, then you're kind of fucked from the start.
San Francisco gave up 31 points against Philadelphia.
They ran the ball.
Well,
How'd they get the ball in the end zone?
Maybe
every
the
time?
running game works because they were afraid of the quarterback. Whereas with I don't understand. I don't understand with the
How could they perform so poorly?
Yeah.
And then just beat the Cowboys handedly.
Yeah. Again, because Kittles makes a catch like that. There's just
Kittle's rule.
there is a weird.
Possible that George Kittle might be
George Kittle
considerably
rules.
better than, say, Dalton Schultz.
That was a catch that most
George
guys
Kittle's
don't
better
make.
than
That was
George-
just a
George
moment.
Kittle makes it.
I
That
love
was
Kittles.
just a
You like
moment.
George Kittle?
I love Gittles.
Oh, Kittle. That's a
Most
different
guys,
guy.
most guys won't make that catch
confused,
consistently.
right?
That was just one of those moments in the game where. A
But
guy
again,
makes
if
an
you
amazing
put
play.
the top guys around your quarterback, they
Jim, all
give
you need
a
is the best team
chance.
ever assembled. and Dak can take
I
care
know,
of it.
I know, and Dak would still fuck it up. He'd still
Yeah.
choke the way
But he had-
Romo choked. Romo choked all the time.
For Romo again in
Nah,
his
one play.
final playoff
feel
years
like
had
so many
an
I feel, like,
outstanding.
I feel like by Mike's philosophy, I could be the quarterback
Yeah.
of the Cowboys.
as long
It's
as you
like
got
as
a
long as
great-
all the best players
I
in the
know.
world are
How has Brady won? He's been to 10 Super Bowls, but Romo, the best thing we could say is that one call. Like, and you're right, that call did fuck him. But that one call in a first-round playoff game.
Bill Belichick and Bob Kraft spent a lot of time putting great teams around Brady. Brady's also had there are times he lost to that fucking slack-jawed dope Eli Manning, which for years they said Tom Coughlin was never going to win a Super Bowl. He didn't have the locker room. He didn't have this, that. Eli wouldn't win, and then all of a sudden He's got 2.
Well, yes, and Eli, exactly. Eli, again, a guy who just didn't choke.
Eli didn't have the best team around.
No, he didn't. And
You
he
don't
didn't
think so?
choke either. He beat the best quarterback in history.
Performed
him-
well under pressure.
Well, they beat
Yes, he did.
17-10 though, so it's not like Eli put up a lot of points.
Still won.
They played a great They held Tom Brady and the Patriots to 10 points. If you
Sure.
won that, you got a chance to win.
Yeah.
Sick.
That's right. That's when the team isn't choking, when the team is playing well. And Belichick is
it's
a different.
full
Because the pressure,
team football.
the pressure,
Yes, it is.
The pressure brought the best
It is
out in him.
full team football.
It is,
Sometimes
yes.
pressure doesn't bring the best.
But when the quarterback is choking, they're never going to win it.
But I don't think
Yeah, that's true.
I think
Because if pressure makes you worse, that's
we might
choking.
be
Right.
misapplying
Yeah, I got
the
it.
term choke here.
No.
I don't think.
I think
No,
you're
we're
right.
not.
I think
No,
you're right.
I've watched a lot of
understand.
sports in
But
my
I don't
life,
think
believe it or not.
the,
No, it's
the
choking.
Dak
You've
interception.
never played, so you don't know.
He's a
what you're
choke.
talking about.
He's
The Dak
a choke.
interceptions don't come as a result of a choke in that situation. That's just literally, you have varying skill levels.
Sure.
At different things in the quarterback position.
All
Dak,
they need to do is play bad defense.
all he needs to do
the
is-
best team ever. And
40 million a year,
what
and look, he
Dak-
throws an interception
what
when they
Dak
need him to
brings
not.
but we have past playoff performances
That
where
defense is good, boy, oh
where
boy.
they've put Dak in positions to do what Dak does well, and he's performed well.
Sure. Never in a playoff, though.
He has.
One game.
Yeah,
Like, he's
couple.
never gotten beyond the first round and
But
won. in
at
the
some
second round.
point, that comes out of the quarterback's hands.
But they put 41 up against the Eagles weeks earlier.
But they couldn't do it in the playoffs.
No.
That's
Because the
of
pressure
course.
was
I
too
mean,
great.
you guys, we know this. I mean, it's-
The pressure was too great
Of
because it was the
course.
playoffs, second round,
Oh,
first
and
round,
the
whatever
pressure.
it was. Yeah,
It was the lack of the running game to give Dak the options.
it's the lack
to
of
do
the
those
ability
things.
to follow.
He's not going to drag you to a Super Bowl.
well, then he shouldn't be making $40 million a year. He's a choke.
Well, you make your money. You make your money in the regular season. You make your legacy in the playoffs.
And his legacy
what's
is
his legacy?
He's a choke.
He has played. He has played well enough to win playoff games. His team in other
Limited.
instances has let him down. This time he let the team down.
Yes,
Other
he
times
did.
I would say the team let him down. Both of those things can be true.
Yes, but the truest is the entire organization under Jerry Jones will never win another Super Bowl.
Yes.
They are chokes. Romo was a choke, and Jones kept them for all those years, and he got them nowhere. Dak is a choke. Jones will keep him, and he will never win a Super Bowl. And I will gladly eat my words if I'm wrong. Gladly. I will gladly go, oh
Romo,
my
you don't
God,
see
I
that
was wrong.
coming.
Romo's career kind of ended prematurely because
Yes,
of
when he
the
fumbled that
injuries.
snap.
But he
That's
was,
who he is.
Romo's career ended
That's
when
who
he
he
was
is.
playing the best football of his life,
Sure.
arguably.
But-
and he was coming off an incredible playoff performance.
Yep.
So the ceiling for Romo was getting higher and higher. He just kind of, if you get your back snapped in half and your collarbone.
Oh
broken,
yeah, I mean it's bad injuries, but they were
you
like,
know.
they were like, just win one playoff game on the
You're
road.
saying the going got tough.
How many playoff road games did Romo win? To zero. The answer is zero.
Yeah, bro, yeah, he won 30 years. Yeah.
It's a zero.
But
Zero.
he won
Never won.
playoff
No.
games. He went on the road in Green Bay and on 4th in the season made the play that he was supposed to
Yeah,
make.
he did. There was bad call, sure.
So if you're, but
10
then-
Super Bowls for Tom Brady.
10?
10 appearances.
It's a lot.
That's
again,
one for each finger.
Everyone has a play or a bad call. Like, of course.
Right, but
Heavy hands.
obviously the Brady Patriots are a huge anomaly.
But I'm only saying, like, the difference between 10 Super Bowl appearances and a guy whose legacy is that one call in a first-round playoff game.
It was a second round. It was a divisional
Apologies,
game
second.
on the road in
Second.
Green Bay.
Okay, yeah, second round.
Second round.
But that's his legacy, is he's never gotten beyond that because of one call. Like, it's the fact that one guy can win 10 Super Bowl or play 10 Super Bowl compared
Sure.
to one guy who
I think
can't
that's
get beyond
that's
that.
a massive organizational failure.
Sure.
If you do some better things around Tony Romo, I'm sure his playoff record would have been better. I can't say he would guarantee he would win the Super Bowl. There's too
No,
much shit that
because
goes
he's a
into
choke.
that.
Of course he wouldn't have. He
I
would have
definitely wouldn't
choked.
call him I think again.
Well, I know.
it's
We'll
too-
never agree. We should move on. We'll never agree.
Yeah.
We will never agree. I think he's a choke. You don't. That's all it is.
I think we should hash it out.
Nah, there's nothing to.
It's been the same argument every day.
I know. I'm sorry. It's boring.
Yeah.
but
Speaking of Dallas, what do you think of that Kennedy assassination?
I think that Oswald did it alone.
Troy.
I don't. I think there's somebody else involved.
Yes, Jerry Jones.
Nubby in Portland. What's up, Nubby?
Hey,
Hi.
49er fan. I watched the game.
Yeah.
It was Brock Purdy. He blew out his elbow tendon playing the game because he got hit hard enough. and then you got the next fourth-string quarterback that ended up getting a concussion. So it's not the 49ers' fault for running because the guy couldn't throw when he blew out his elbow.
Yeah, they had no one to throw
and got
to
forced
or
back
throw.
into the game.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he got hurt.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Nubby.
And he played well under
They
pressure.
went through four.
Brock Purdy did?
Yep.
They went through four.
He's a
quarterbacks.
phenomenon.
Yeah, they had bad luck. The Niners had very bad luck.
So bad.
Yes, they did. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
So,
Yep.
Man, Brock Purdy's a phenomenon. Don't get me started on George Kittle.
You like George Kittle?
Love George Kittle.
We'll see. We'll see.
Luckily, next time we see the Cowboys, it'll be the regular season, so Dak should be fine.
Preseason.
Yeah, should be
Oh, yeah, sure.
Should be fine.
Mr. August.
Loves playing football under the hot sun. Of course. Not a snow guy. Not a snow guy.
Jim, I hope we get to celebrate a Super Bowl together. in
Me
the
and
near
you
future.
both. I would love it. I would love to be wrong. I have no investment in being right on this. I'm just telling you what I've seen, and it just I've watched guys play great.
Is
and
there
I've
a
watched
chance
guys
that we
not.
could get you to write a strongly worded letter to the Jones family demanding a running back and a number one receiver?
No, because I think Zeke is a talented running back.
Zeke's done. Zeke's 30 years old. That once running backs hit 30, that's kind of the downward slope begins. So
no,
he
I
either
don't
needs
think
to
Jerry
restructure
Jones
his
needs a
head again.
strongly worded letter because Jerry Jones doesn't want to hear. Jerry Jones wants to be the fucking the coach. He wants to be the GM. He doesn't just want to be the owner.
But that's not his skill set?
It's not his skill set.
I see.
No.
I see. That's tough.
He wants to be a part of every play and every moment.
Ah.
That's
As
why he's
opposed
always
to
on the
just-
sidelines.
Yeah. Just hiring good people, let them do what they do, and
Right.
yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
They parted ways with their offensive coordinator, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, well let's take a break because we got a very busy show today.
I know. We're yapping. Oh, Paul Virzi's a big sports fan.
Paul Virzi and Aaron Berg both coming in today.
Yep.
It'd be great. Yeah. I want to talk to Paul Virzi about the Empire State Building. That's why I didn't ask you about it specifically.
Okay.
You heard what they did, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I see it from my window.
Oof. I get your opinion. That is a flex.
Yeah.
Get your opinion. Get Virzi's
Oh, I didn't mean that
opinion.
as a flex.
It's a flex,
It was
though,
a
dude.
flex.
flex,
It
hey.
came across as a
It
flex.
came across as a
Oh, I
flex.
see that
I-
building outside my window.
Sorry, I meant terrace.
We'll be right back. Stay there.
It's Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Back after this.
Mr. Beast found himself in some controversy yesterday. Yes, they're starting to turn on Mr. Beast
I
a
don't know
little
why,
bit.
but I saw his tweet about it.
Yes, the
Do
internet.
tell.
Oh, wait till I give you this dish, Jimmy. Well,
Gives away so much money.
yeah, he's
Is this a blind thing?
It's yeah.
Oh.
You know, he is. I will say this about Mr. Beast. He's oddly obsessed with money.
Yeah, but
But aren't we all in the almighty dollar?
That's a good.
The almighty dollar.
That's a good
Hi, Paul
point.
Virzi.
Paul Virzi
What's up, bud?
is entering in. What's up, dude?
Good evening.
The Virzi Effect is available every week as a podcast and on Paul Virzi's YouTube channel. You can check him out this Thursday and Friday at the Gotham Comedy Club here in New York. PaulVirzi.com for all of that. What's going on, dude?
What's up, dude? How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
How are you?
Good to see you guys.
You too, Paul.
We were just talking about Mr. Beast got himself into some controversy yesterday.
Oh, okay.
You know about Mr.
The
Beast?
only thing I heard recently about Mr. Beast was he was like making blind people see and shit.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Oh,
and he
giving
thought he was
away money, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He thought he was doing good, right?
Yeah.
And so, he thought he's
There's
like,
something about his face, dude. When you watch him,
Go ahead.
there's something. I was watching him, and it's all these good deeds, and he gives homeless people cars. But I was watching him in an interview, and I looked at his face, and I go, nah.
Evil?
Something. I don't know. Evil. Off.
It's
Something,
all self-serving.
something is wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Okay.
feels off to me when I look at his eyes.
I always feel like when there's somebody that like,
Right?
He doesn't
He's-
feel genuine.
It doesn't. It feels like there's some sort of
right.
ulterior motive, or if it's just like a self-serving. But it's
All
weird.
self-serving.
Well,
yeah,
there's a manipulation built in, and he's very clear about that when he's like, oh, you have to tweak this thumbnail like this. You have to paste the video this way. You have to, the fact that, and he's open about doing all that stuff and making it seem like, And this is a trick, right? This is what they do.
Yeah.
Making it seem like, well, if I tell you what I'm doing, then I'm being honest. I'm not being manipulative.
Right.
But by definition, by doing all that stuff, you're doing it to manipulate.
Yeah.
And so, you're tricking us.
What is he doing wrong though by giving money to blind people?
Well, here's what's happening, right?
Yeah.
So he's saying he made he gave 1,000 people the ability to see, like Jesus,
Good for him.
And I guess the idea is it's got a deeper commentary on the United States healthcare system, that these 1,000 people would have to go to a YouTuber to see instead of just having their sight back and everything. But I think the controversy lies in many people believing that he's exploiting the woes of these blind people, and while he's doing it under the guise of what's right and giving them the ability to see, it's all for profit.
Oh, fuck those people. Shut the fuck up. If he's giving money to blind people and helping them, who cares?
He's
I don't care
exploiting
why he's
them.
doing it. No, he's not. He's giving them money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gives a fuck. It's a trade-off.
I just
you
think
want to see, stupid? Here.
I don't know if he's giving them money. He's paying their...
Sure.
Right. He's giving them sight.
Sorry that everyone else thinks they're Jesus and they would just do it anonymously.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's self-serving, but who gives a shit? He's actually doing
the guy.
deed.
The guy who could see now doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Oh no, he exploited me.
You know. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It
yeah.
sucked that only 1,000 because there was like a line.
Yeah.
Right.
This is one guy who's like, "What? I can't see."
Yeah, sorry, you're 1,006.
You're 1,000 and I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
yeah. You're in the
Fuck
back
the-
of the line. The guy's like, I had no idea. I thought this was the front of the line. I can't see.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Fuck all those people complaining. If he's
Yeah.
actually giving money to help blind people get some medicine,
But
Yeah,
they
all
say
right.
this. The reason he's doing it is to make more.
who gives a
The
shit?
evils of capitalism strike
Yeah,
again.
but if he's making more to do good, then let him keep making. Well, how about this though? If he
ahead.
keeps making money,
Yes.
because of these things,
Yes.
and he continues to do good deeds and help people, who gives a fuck?
They
Well,
don't
that's-
like it. They don't like making money. These cocksuckers on the internet.
That's what he
God,
says.
I fucking hate people. By the way, every vaccine, every medical treatment, every chemotherapy treatment is done for money.
No.
They're not free.
Yeah.
These fucking
I
dumb
love
No,
little
the
idiots.
pharmaceutical companies wouldn't.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. I've never heard their.
I love how people say everything's for money. It's like we go to work for money. We do
Everyone
everything we
does
do
everything
for money. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
That's why.
Only, it's so fake.
You wouldn't do this show for free?
These fucking. I actually would.
Oh.
I would never
That's a
fucking.
lie.
Not this version of it.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? It's such a fucking fake. Do
Yeah.
it for the. Shut your fucking mouth.
I would never do anything for money, guys. I'm gonna be at Gotham this weekend.
Yeah.
Thursday
Exactly.
to Friday. No, it's I listen. If he's giving people sight, that's cool.
Good
It's just
for
I
him.
think he's a little bit of a weirdo. But
I think
whatever.
you're right. Who
Yeah.
cares? And I
who
do think
cares?
it's self-serving, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Right.
You're actually doing the deed. You're actually helping people.
His brand is that he gives away more money
Yes.
than anyone.
Yes.
Like he makes millions and millions
He's gonna be
of dollars.
He's gonna be the first billionaire
He would like
YouTuber.
to be the first YouTube billionaire.
He might be.
But then when he does it, he wants to give away like hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars for his. I mean, that's how.
And
he's,
that's also a tax write-off too, though. It helps him
yes,
a little
it
bit,
is.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah, it
oh,
helps him a little
baby.
bit.
Lots of losses to report. Oh, yeah. Lots of spending.
And by the way, all the shitheads complaining. So if you don't want Mr. Beast to do that, how about you guys all pool your money and help blind people?
Yeah.
How about that?
Do it quietly, though.
Do it
Yeah.
quietly. How about that? Shut up.
But that's how that's how he started. Is what's up? Aaron
Hi,
Berg
Aaron
is
Berg.
joining us as well.
Good
of
evening.
course,
Hey.
Aaron Berg, who is also not in it for the money, will be in the Dojo of Comedy in Morris Plains, New Jersey, strictly for the love of the game. You can get tickets. You can go to aaronberg.com. We're just talking about Mr. Beast. People are mad at Mr. Beast because he helped the blind people, but he did it for money.
What? Why would he do it for money?
Because he wanted to make money off these blind people getting to see again, Aaron.
You think money's bad, right?
Capitalism?
Yeah.
The worst.
It's really bad.
It's horrible.
Do you know what we should do?
That's why I like subscription radio so much, because I don't like capitalism. But go ahead.
They could give this away for free
They
to
should.
everybody if you had a much more altruistic standpoint. But what we need to do is we should do a thing where we all go homeless for like a week, all four of us, and go outside that fancy hotel on 57th Street.
Dude, I wouldn't make 3 hours.
I've been homeless.
You have?
Like legit?
Yeah. No, I just wanted some attention.
Of course. See, I was like,
I just wanted some attention, guys. I've
See,
never been
look,
homeless.
this is what they're saying. A lot of
I was like, oh shit, Jim's got a story.
those
to
homeless
tell.
people
No,
aren't
I
even
know.
homeless.
I know. I made the whole thing
Just
up.
stolen valor.
Yeah, I literally.
You look at the homeless from your beautiful apartment.
Yes, stolen shit pants. Yeah, I just
except
made
he
that
needs
up.
binoculars to see him because his apartment's so high up in the air.
How many times a day does Jim yell bootstraps to those people?
Yeah, I really
Pick
do.
yourself up.
Yeah.
You know, but that's how Mr. Beast got started. Is like he made it like 10 grand doing YouTube videos. So he goes, well, what if I just made a YouTube video where I gave 10 grand to a homeless guy? Then I'll make 50 grand. Well, what if I took that 50 grand and gave it to a homeless guy? I'll make 100 grand. So
Let him do it.
Many
Yeah, I
people
think it's
are
a good
pointing
idea.
out that the surgeries Mr. Beast is paying for out of his own pockets is what universal health care looks like. Some commented that the video further highlights the disparity between those that can afford health care in the U.S. and those who can't.
That's true.
That's a deeper and
Okay.
altruistic
What is that?
political
Okay,
meaning
that's true.
behind his video. But what this person is saying is it's the never-ending cycle of content creation that makes Mr. Beast feel insidious. The underlying notion that if the camera wasn't on to feed the machine, nothing would happen. The dystopian thought we're reliant on YouTube views instead of competent government for assistance. There's a realization that we've moved to the native advertising model of charity. We can never again untangle acts of kindness from brand building. Faceless corporations donating a wing of a hospital were easy to spot. You knew what the trade-off was. Now, you are the trade-off. It goes back to that social media doc that was on Netflix, right? If the product is free,
You're the product.
you're the product.
Boom!
And who gives a fuck? Who is this asshole tweeting this?
I don't know,
Who
but
cares?
Fucking Christy
Just some
Yamaguchi
guy.
Mane.
Just some person who's like, this feels insidious.
Some
Shut
person.
up and pony up the money or shut your fucking mouth.
I'll tell you
Christy
this,
Yamaguchi Mane.
they rewrote that a few times.
Yeah.
That went through.
It's somebody,
feels
you know what it is?
insidious.
It's somebody
No, it
looking.
doesn't.
It's somebody looking for a problem with a good deed and good things happening to some people, and it happens to only be a select group, which I
Yeah.
think that's what. But there's really no. This is like you're reaching here.
And the good deed, by the way, is self-serving. But the person writing this is acting like they're not writing this because
Yeah.
they want likes and retweets. Why don't you just say this to your friend?
You don't think that they used all those big words because they wanted to wow the public? I don't think so.
They want this. What they want. The 80s slow clap. You've
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah, yeah.
Shut
yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck up.
Yamaguchi Mane. Yamaguchi Mane.
I don't care about any of it.
No, what about this idea that the self-serving part comes in when he's saying that, like, or this person is saying that, look, I don't want to misgender, there was a time when a wing of a hospital, for instance, that was in some ways self-serving, but we knew it because it's named after the donator. Yeah. Now we're being tricked. See, they're not telling. They're saying this is altruistic.
But we're not being
but
tricked.
it is not.
We're not being. It's not a trick. It's not a trick any more than the hospital's a trick. This is just a different way of doing the same thing. Hi, I'd like my name attached to this. Here's some money. You know, exactly. People would fucking put their mediocre grandparents' names on a hospital wing. That's what they would do. Because they're the so-and-so, or the gymnasium at a school. Or it's the way it's done. And he's trying to find a reason why it's different. Well, at least we knew then. We know now.
It's almost like jealousy that people can't fucking do it too.
Yeah.
Right. I don't have the money to
I don't
make
have the
1,000
fucking.
people
I can't
see.
fucking help my grandmother, let alone fucking give 1,000 people free sight.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with taking credit for. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing something good and then expecting the universe to give you something back for it.
Well,
You
the
think that's
universe
selfish?
doesn't. The people, like, he's like,
Yeah, but I'll do a good thing and hope that then something good happens back to me. That's why I do good things. I don't do them because I'm selfless. I do them because, like,
you'd
maybe
like a
this
little
is-
something in return.
Yeah.
And
I
who
think there's
cares why
karma.
he's doing it? Like,
Karma, social karma.
Who
Social karma.
cares why he's doing it? His motives are not important to me. What's important is the fact that the blind people can get some drops or whatever.
Well,
Who gives a fuck
Blind
what his
people can get some
motives
drops
are?
or whatever.
You know what I mean? I don't give a
Find some goddamn drops. I can see where.
Doctors all have fucking god complexes. Who gives a shit?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Who cares?
These
Wow.
people don't do anything good. When's the last time you did something good? For somebody.
This show, I feel like, is
No,
a service.
in real life. Like, not, I'm not
I brought hot
talking-
dog to San Antonio.
And?
Yeah, good time.
Yeah, but that's like Make-A-Wish charity.
Oh,
I'm
I see what
talking
you're
like
saying.
when you like do you go out to homeless people and get them something? Do you ever Do you ever say, good day, God bless you, here's a coffee?
I go like this. I don't have any cash. I don't have any cash.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
And then do you say, God bless you? That's what I do.
God
too.
bless you. I don't have any
I
cash.
say, get
God
a
bless
job, you stinky fucking bum.
Yeah, but you have an issue
disgusting.
with... You have an issue
You
with the
fucking
homeless.
stink. You're making my daughter nauseous. Go to the fucking tent somewhere else, you fucking maggot.
I did something. I've given.
You fucking maggot. They're really not good people. These
I gave my
homeless.
neighbor money for cancer treatment, but I mean everyone in the building was donating, so I gave $5,000 to my neighbor for cancer.
That's a pretty good score.
I made it up.
Of course you You gotta watch him. His lying face. He's got a terrible lying
So
face.
good, dude. The arms crossed. The arms crossed.
I just wanted to get a little bit of credibility.
Oh, my God.
No, I actually did the opposite. Someone told me they had cancer, and I was like, well, good luck. Like, close the door in her 10-year-old face.
I feel like
That's what insurance is for.
if someone in your building had cancer, you'd be like, ooh, there's a place up soon.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, the next door I can combine the apartments.
Oh, I hope the roaches aren't down there.
I did. Remember during COVID, everybody was
Sure.
buying hospitals pizza.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
They were buying all that, and they were taking pictures.
Yeah.
Right? And they were all taking pictures with the staff and fucking 10 pies. Listen, a lot of people I know, let's just say, did it too.
Yeah.
Did it too. In our neighborhood for our hospital. No picture, so I posted something and I go, oh, you people, why don't you fucking just do it without a picture? You just want credit. And Tim Dillon goes, no, I'm absolutely doing this because I want credit. Like, I want to be. And I get that. I respect that. People that are doing, hey, I'm doing this self-serving. Yes. But don't act like, 10 pizzas is really doing it. Plus, they were giving deals.
Yeah.
Like, I called up and they were like, we'll give you 10 pies for $90. I was like, all right, in that case, let's fucking do it.
I didn't do that, but I did put on a hospital outfit and eat free pizza at the hospital. Give me that, you overrated nurse.
Thank you, everybody. Coughing. It's really dangerous in here.
Yeah.
Is this all plain? Nobody brought a pepperoni?
I
pizza?
I took the last slice and watched the fucking ER doctor go hungry. Fuck you.
And then spit it out. Ugh, is there gluten in this?
Yes, I ate half of it and I wanted pepperoni through it.
Ugh. Wiping your tongue with a napkin. Ugh. Oh, that's not a good slice.
Well, the critics then would say that Mr. Beast is that guy who is taking a picture with the pizza, but not admitting, like Tim Dillon, that he just wants the credit.
I'm going to be honest. If I was given blind people's sight, I'd want a fucking picture, too.
Of course.
You would. You want a
I would
little
be
scratch.
like, you can see your grandkids now. Fuck, I did that.
Yeah,
Even
like-
Christ let people know he did it.
Right.
That's why it's written about. Christ didn't do that and go, all right, keep this between us. He's like, hey, this leper had dirty feet. Who washed them? I did.
Yeah. I
Dude, if
gave
you
all
could-
these people sight. I think it's fair that I keep the ad
If you
rev.
walked on water, you'd invite everybody.
Of course.
If you could walk on water, everybody's coming.
He made a big scene during the crucifixion. Forgive them, Father. Let everybody hear what he's saying. Stop it. We're all self-serving. It's okay. Just admit what it is, and we don't have to. It is what it is.
Guys, we're in show business.
That's right. Well,
we're in show business.
and he's making air quotes.
Does anybody give
We don't want attention.
selflessly? Have you ever given selflessly?
Yes.
But you feel bad about it, right?
No, but like, if people when people reach out, some fans will reach out and be like, "Hey, somebody's sick or something."
Don't say that out of the air.
What?
Yeah. Then
They're
now
going to find out you're a
reach out.
fucking mark, dude.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I'm only giving $10.
My Nigerian aunt needs your bank information.
That's why I go anonymous with
Yeah.
the GoFundMe, because I don't want to see how little it is.
I've done things altruistically, and like it's only to counteract that fucking shitty part of me that likes attention. Like I'll do things because I want the attention, and go, no, don't get the attention, because it's almost like I know I want it. So no, be humble and just do it, and don't tell anybody you did it.
I've given to GoFundMe's before, never anonymously. You can give to GoFundMe's anonymously, or you can put your name. I've never not put my name.
I always go and
I've done
I
anonymous.
go anonymously. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. How do we know the GoFundMe's are for real? Are somebody?
I'm careful
are
about
people?
the-
Are people fucking just taking money?
Yeah.
There
I
are
think it
some.
happens.
I mean, there was just that.
But
there was
can
that,
they find? Can they find out?
Yeah,
the
remember
Canadian truckers.
It's a crime too.
Remember that? Remember that story about the
Homeless person,
the couple
yes.
with the homeless guy,
They
and
go
they had
to
a whole
prison.
scam.
Wait,
Yeah,
what happened?
there was like a whole scam where they found a homeless guy and they put this story up about How they just found this guy hard on his luck, and
No. They needed money for gas, and the homeless guy gave his last $20 to them for gas. The homeless guy gave us money.
Yeah.
So we're starting a GoFundMe for him because he gave us his last $20 for
It's
gas.
a good fucking story.
and then you found out it was a total scam. They were pocketing all the money.
I mean, dude, look at the guy on the fucking right. I mean,
Well, they were keeping the guy on an RV on their property and like doling him out money like an allowance.
They fucked him out of the money.
Going to Atlantic City, but he was in on it too.
They're on a yacht.
They're going to jail.
Chilling at the Borgata.
Yeah.
Watching Norton at the music box.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they were
wow, a lot of empty seats. They are going to prison. He's just like he got probation or whatever because he was homeless and he just
And he kind of blew the whole thing up because they weren't giving him.
He
the
filed
money.
a lawsuit because they weren't giving him the money.
I would too.
Hey, we were stealing this money and they didn't give me my share of the stolen loot.
Sure.
Right.
Oh, man.
But then once the lawsuit's filed, now the crime is.
And by the way,
made
there's a girl on
public and-
TikTok today, and this is why I don't believe any fucking stories without any evidence. Just because someone says it convincingly, you never just believe people because half the times they're lying. This woman who was saying she had cancer on TikTok, and she got like 37,000, and she had like fucking pictures hooked up, and then people would be like, "That doesn't look right. That port for the chemo doesn't look right." Look at her dumb smile. She got $37,000 and she's facing prison. I hope she goes to jail for this. Like she literally was.
Dude, the karma on that
made up
alone.
having
Fuck,
cancer.
dude.
Yes, but that's why when people come out and tell their story, like, all right, I'd like a little evidence. You're not being an asshole if you go, I would like some evidence, because this is a heartbreaking story and the whole fucking thing's a lie.
But people would jump in and be like, "Wow, how dare you ask? She's going through cancer
yeah,
right
exactly.
now."
I'd still try to help her because she's sexy.
No, I.
Yeah, she got all those tubes.
Dude, she looks way too happy. Oh, that's not
yeah,
good
that's a little
looking.
different.
They were saying the tube is shoved way too far up her nose.
Yeah.
Like, look at the other tube.
She doesn't
It's like a
know.
Halloween costume.
All right, I've got ovarian cancer too. Let me get those up there and take some pics.
Doctors were saying that the stuff's in the wrong place. Like, it's like she didn't even hook it up right. She just kind of threw it together.
Yeah, is that Scotch tape? It's on.
The IV's wrong.
Yeah, she's like, look, guys, cancer.
IV looks empty.
That look in her eyes, that
Yeah.
that's crazy.
yeah.
But that's still that now is what everybody looks like when they take a selfie.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody looks like a maniac.
Because everybody's kind of nuts.
Everybody's nuts
dude,
now.
Yeah, everybody's.
I'm going flip phone. I'm getting the flip phone. I'm
Are you?
switching to flip phone.
But
I'm
is it
done.
going to be like one of the nice new flip phones that's actually just a touch screen? It just happens to flip.
It like flips twice. And
yeah, it's like it actually folds out
it
into
pulls
an
out a
iPad.
projector screen.
Yes.
I'm going no internet on my phone. That's
you?
what I'm doing. And I'm
Everyone
gonna
has
do-
tried that once. It never works.
You tried it?
Ari, it worked
Ari
for Ari for a
Shaffir
while.
did it.
No,
Yeah.
but he did it for like a year. He did
Yeah.
pretty good.
It's the addiction. You try to break the addiction of the phone, but it's like it's
Dude,
hard.
my
'cause you-
kids all day.
Yeah, I know.
All day, my kids are just locked in it, and it's like.
But you need it for legit stuff too.
Dude, I once had
Why
a
did I
conversation.
say that? Who cares?
It can wait,
Who
right?
cares?
The emails can wait till you get home.
no,
can't
but that
they?
is a good point. It's like if I want to be in touch with them. If they're out, but they're just when they
But you
get
can
home.
text. You can
When
get
they
a
get
flip
home and I
phone
want to
and-
talk to them about their day, it's just like, oh, so and so did this. It's tough.
Do you share a location with them? Have them share a location?
No. But
See, that's where it could be helpful. Like if there's something wrong,
Yeah.
and they're not where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, but
You
your
should share
kids don't get in
location.
trouble.
Well, our neighborhood, they're either at the school practice or home, but yeah, that is good.
Share
That is good.
location.
Yeah, yeah.
Put little air tags on them, not to follow them, but in case something happens, you got fucking, you'll know where they are.
It's hard too to like put time on it. Be like, all right, guys, from 5 o'clock to dinner, you're not. It's impossible. They
Do
just
they go to bed with the phone?
They go, yeah.
Oh boy.
They go to bed with it. They,
Yeah.
it's so we try, but it's like if they get like great grades. So what could I? My son's
Right.
like, what do you? I'm in the fucking honor roll. Go to. Leave it
Yeah.
alone.
Right, when there's a problem.
Fuck out of here, Dad. Give me my phone.
He's like, beat it. I'm gonna get to a better college than you ever dreamed of. You fucking go tell your
My
jokes
You
next weekend.
dummy with your no phone grow up life.
My
Look at
nephew's 9, and I caught him reading a book, and I slapped him.
Yeah.
Shook him
Like a
violently.
real book.
Yeah, pick up the phone.
Oh.
Make content, boy.
Dance.
You want a name for yourself?
Exactly. Be adorable.
Do they do anything productive with the phones or with technology, or are they just scrolling all the time?
No, my daughter does there's art apps and stuff like
That's
my daughter's
good.
so they'll do stuff like
Sure.
that. But my son is more like watching NBA highlights, watching sports stuff.
Dude, it's
you know.
amazing. You can't
Sneakers.
on Instagram. It's not all nonsense. Like I'm watching videos of people climbing buildings with no equipment. Like there's crazy shit that people film, and you're like, how do you not watch this?
Action figure photography?
I was thinking of something to say.
It literally it was life draining.
I thought we were all riffing.
Wow. That reminds me of the old days.
Starting to feel nostalgia.
Oh my God. I don't know.
It's hard not to watch that stuff. You can't not watch it.
My wife's hooked. My wife watches so much, and now we have to do videos. I did a video where I pretend to be a 6-year-old girl now. I'm trans age. And and that's our thing now. So
That's
now
gonna-
she gets these ideas.
It's going to come up in a court case one day.
And I got to do these things where I'm. There it is. That's me.
This is not a. I don't.
This is a real thing.
Aaron, I don't know if you should be doing this.
Come on, this is a real thing.
This is.
The patriarch who was married to a lady and had a daughter.
Is that a trampoline?
Yeah, I'm a 6-year-old girl. I made a tootie.
Dude, you're on a trampoline.
Bring your kids for a play date.
Is that a trampoline?
Yeah.
Oh, you went? I missed the party. Let's all hang out. I'm small. Let me in your house. Come on, Lynn.
Dude, if your neighbors were looking, they would think you were a fucking crazy person.
Yeah. Who do you look like with that haircut? You look like Matarese.
No, you know who he looks like? Oh my God.
Without the things on top.
You almost got me, dude.
There's a real guy that's a 50-year-old guy that identifies as a 6-year-old girl now.
Yes.
You look like Jim Carrey on In Living
Oh,
Color.
he legit-
playing the
he
bodyguard.
He legit
He
did it.
legit identifies as a 6-year-old girl. He's 50.
Identifies as a 6-year-old girl.
Yeah,
so that's
I've
why we
seen
did
that
it.
person. Yeah, it's good
You
stuff.
seen it where? Which club?
Just the DMs.
Where's he getting up? Just got past the Caroline.
I had to scold him. I'm like, could you spell little with a W?
Whittle. You wrote him up. Can you shave a bit before you do the 6-year-old girl thing?
Yeah, I mean, it just gets crazy, you know.
Is it good for your? I don't know though. Is it good for your kids to see what's going on in the world, or to shelter them 100%? That's the other thing too. Like they see some fucked up things, and I hear them.
Well, what do you mean by like?
Well, like
that.
Aaron
You
Berg's
can't
video.
follow Aaron Berg.
Yeah, like my kids watching Aaron Berg. I'm like, guys, you might want to.
You can't follow Aaron Berg. That's for sure.
Look at that. I mean, that's him. Her. That's her.
Who's the kid at the top?
That's that.
Oh. This
is a real thing.
Who's an adorable kid?
Jeez.
It's a real thing. Oh, I meant to send it to my video guy when we did it, but I'm getting my driveway redone, and I got all flustered, and I sent it to the driveway guy. And you start yelling at my wife, like, I'm texting the fucking driveway guy. And then I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. My wife and I make these weird trans videos. And then he just wrote back, LOL. Big fan. Have you ever seen Bassmaster Ed? I love comedy.
How funny would it be if the next time the guy knocked on your door for the driveway, he had a tenting heart on? Is Aranetta here?
I'm here to do the kids' driveway.
You want to make some videos?
The guy's got a pacifier. It's disgusting.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't think that. I mean, it's like it always was, right? Like you can't. It's harder with the internet, but you probably shouldn't just let your kids see absolutely everything and go, they're good kids. Like,
No, but my 13-year-old son said something the other day that made sense. He looked at something and it was some sort of like they were trying to start it was like a racial thing, but it wasn't. It was just like a could this be?
Yeah.
And my son just goes, this seems like they're just trying to make a story, and I kind of like that.
That's good.
A 13 like that. So if he doesn't have the phone, he might not pick up on that.
Yeah.
Well, I think that too, like. People go, oh, it's so tough with kids. Like, should they see this? Should they see that? And it's like, you should talk to them.
Yes.
Right? Like, you should talk to your kids so you can instill
be a fucking
values.
present parent.
Yeah. Like, you could explain things to them. I think that's usually the answer.
Yeah.
If you talk to the kids and you're a decent human being,
You got 2 kids, and I think that this is a real thing. Screen time with a kid doesn't count as time. Like, if you're sitting on the couch and you're both on your phones, that's not time together.
Oh, yeah, absolutely not.
It doesn't count
Absolutely
as time.
not.
But if he watches a thing and he's like, hey, what happened with this this thing here? And then you actually have a conversation about it. I think it's a beneficial thing.
Yes. Yeah, we were all 4 of us, the whole family, we were just on the couch, and all 4 of us were on our phones, and I just had to stop and go, and then she put a movie on, and after 10 minutes, both of my kids go, this is terrible. They just went so I'm like, we got to pick a better fucking movie.
The phones are everything, though. Nobody can compete with everything else in the world.
No.
It's like, am I more interesting, or is everything else on Earth more interesting? Like, you can access everything. It's
depressing.
Like, he's an NBA fan. Every, like, height, vertical, he could get he knows everything. Where they went to
how
college.
Can you justify, like, hey, don't look at that stuff right now? Why? I don't know.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you about when I grew up, a young Virzi.
Yeah.
We used to have to eat spaghetti 6 times a week.
How old were your kids when you gave them phones?
Well, my daughter got it earlier because I think I told the story before. My daughter, my son got it when he was done 5th grade, going into junior high.
How old is that?
So he's 13.
10 or 12?
So he's like 12.
Okay.
My daughter was 10 and she wanted it.
Wow.
And she's telling my wife, she goes, Lucas got it, at 12, but I'm 10 and I think I'm ready for it. And we kept saying no. Her soccer team stunk and they lost every game. And we had to be in Yonkers early in the morning, and she had a game. It was like cold and all this shit. And I just said the night before, I go, look, if you score, they scored 1 goal all season.
Yeah.
I go, if you score, I'll get you an iPhone 11. And all the parents knew. And they all fucking knew, and she was dragging ass tired. It wasn't going to happen after the first half. The ball just gets in front of her. She runs. It's her and the goalie. She floats it over. The goalie's head goes in. All the parents go nuts, and she just points at me. iPhone 11. And it was fucking awesome. And then, but then all the other parents were like, Dick, my daughter's asking me now.
Yeah.
They were like, I bribe my kids with cash for sports.
Can you set it on a kid's setting so they can't access certain things, right?
Sure. Yes, there's certain things they can't search on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then there's things like the other day my daughter was scrolling and I just heard a woman go like, yeah, so then he ate my pussy and
it's my girlfriend.
And and I was just like, what was that? And she was like, I don't know. And I was just like, I mean, we got to get rid of that.
Stuff slips through.
Dude, stuff slips through even when you're on it. And you know.
Yeah, you have to watch. But also, like, I mean, it's probably not for you, but when they're younger, like, you can still get onto kids' YouTube if you're a shithead. You know what I mean? Like, you're not like talking about adult content, but you're just a shithead. And then your kids start acting like little shitheads, and you're like, when did this start? And you realize it's because the YouTubers are like, like they're throwing shit at each other and playing pranks on their stoop. Oh, Mom, you're an idiot. And it's like, oh, yeah, you can never watch this.
Yeah, Blippy. Yeah. What do you think about Blippy?
Blippy's okay.
You think he's okay?
Well, I've seen the OG Blippy stuff.
OG Blippy used to be, he was a dirty dude, man.
He was like it was his guy, right? Like Blippy's the hottest thing for kids right now.
Was that like that? Was like this is like this Barney of this generation?
Kind of. Yeah, but it's not quite as big, but it skews young. But
Blippy's doing Louis C.K. numbers at the Garden.
Yeah, Blippy's huge.
Blippy crushes.
Wait,
it,
did
bro.
Barney go to jail?
No.
Did Barney?
Barney was a dinosaur. There's no cell that can hold that.
The purple dinosaur. Did he get in trouble though? The dude that did it? I know Elmo did.
No, there was a scandal that one of the Barneys was a tantric sex guru.
Oh.
No, really?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
That's true.
Not in the costume, though, but in real life.
No, in real life, yeah. But yeah, so like, but Blippy is like this huge success with the children.
Big time, Virzi. This guy's making big bucks.
But he started
big bucks
trying to do Jackass stuff.
Yeah.
Before he was doing Blippy.
Yeah.
He's done a real good job of erasing all his old stuff from the internet, but he was like shitting on his friends and stuff like that.
Blippy
And I don't mean like shitting on like making fun of him. I mean taking shits on his friends.
He takes shits on his boys, man.
Oh.
But not anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's
like, for the children.
BLIPPI Blippy.
Yeah, but it's amazing.
Oh, this guy rules. He rules.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, see, that's the Harlem Shake poop, and he doesn't like that this is out there because.
Well, this is back when he was Steezy Grossman.
Steezy Grossman is a different guy.
Yeah. Blippy makes a lot of money.
Blippy does huge money. He He's got. I mean, he's got his YouTube stuff. He's got all of his
You're
merch.
talking millies and millies and millies.
Let me see his thumbnails.
And he's on everything.
But he's not just a YouTuber.
Right.
I mean,
Amazon Prime,
he's on Netflix. Yeah.
Blippy's loaded.
He's got the other Blippy
what
now,
is-
the girl Blippy.
But what?
There's a girl Blippy?
He spun it off. Yeah.
I did not
But
know
what does he
this.
do? Like clown shit? Like what does he do?
Hey guys, I'm here in the park and we're gonna learn about animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can do it, right?
Yeah, it's exactly right.
Jesus, Berg, that was.
Yeah.
Can we see a little? I've never heard of this
Yeah.
guy. He's
What
one
does
of
it
the
go? It goes like
120
this
guys.
one.
That
so
was
much
my
to
preferred.
learn about.
Fucking
It'll make you
Blippy.
want to shout, Blippy.
Yeah. And now he does live dates.
Now your
too.
kids watch this guy?
Yeah, my 5-year-old who's about to be 6 is kind of grown out of it, but my
At
daughter
5, he's
now,
done with it.
Yeah, he's about to be 6. He's done with it.
17.2 million subs.
But
on
my
YouTube.
daughter's 3 and she's still into it.
Let's see.
I used to shit on my friends.
No, he doesn't bring that up.
Hey, it's me, Blippy.
Oh,
And look at where
Jesus.
I'm at. Today, I'm at Pet Zoo in Coachella, Brazil.
Like people were dressed up as this guy for
This
Halloween.
place is awesome
Like it's huge.
because they have so
I won't tell you what
many
I did
cute
last night, but-
animals that you actually get a pet.
He doesn't like when people
Maybe
bring that
that's why
up.
they call it Pet
Oh
Zoo.
my God! Now I'm gonna go and do poppers through a glory hole.
No, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that stuff.
We're gonna leave these cameras here, and I'm gonna go do mouth sex on a largely endowed man. You kids hang right here.
He doesn't like it when people talk about old shit.
My boyfriend's hung like a big one of these ponies.
They do look like horses.
The fact
Don't
that
be
he's
smirched,
for
Blippy.
kids, you can forgive anything. You can do anything you want as a
He's
for kids.
great kids programming.
Yeah.
These two ponies are actually sisters.
Let's see who I fit in better.
so soft.
Yes.
Look at this one.
Now,
the old
Mr.
Blippy.
His voice is creepy, man.
That's the old Blippy. No, he doesn't. That's talking about the old Blippy.
Did you know horse cum tastes like chamomile tea?
Stop. God, please stop bringing up the old Blippy, please.
How long is this video?
17 minutes.
The way he walks
21
is
minutes.
infuriating.
Dude, the way he talks is brutal.
But yeah, he's got a show on Hulu, Netflix, Amazon.
I
He
think
does live shows. He has merch in Target and Walmart. Like,
I think he's toned it to be a little more asexual. than he was.
yeah.
Oh, you could tell the way he's acting.
Yeah, this guy crushes pussy.
Yeah. No, he goes back to the hotel and puts the thing around his neck.
Yeah, he does.
Hey guys, that's the old Blippy. He doesn't want you to. Don't bring up the old Blippy anymore, please.
This guy?
No, don't bring up.
Room
the,
service comes in, he's half hanging with his dick.
Car battery with 2 clamps on his nipples, fucking Louis Vuitton belt around his neck, leaning forward. Here's your caviar, sir. Shut the goddamn door! Blippy's trying to reach paradise.
Poor Blippy.
I like that Blippy's feeding the little ponies.
He is. It's a good show.
They do look like horses. As soon as he said that, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's for the children.
Yeah.
The voice makes me angry.
It's the voice is brutal because it's so
That's
fake
the
and
old
put on.
Blippy
It's like
It's so fake, but if you're 2,
Yeah, exactly.
This guy rules.
My 3-year-old hasn't objected to the inauthenticity of
You
it.
don't have braided hair, but
but
that's
do you think 10-year-olds watch him, or is he way too young for 10?
Why would a 10-year-old?
dude, I think a 10-year-old would be like, my
guy
daughter's
sucks.
10. She'd be like, ugh.
6-year-olds.
Guy's a douche.
6-year-olds don't watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not have a great day.
Yeah.
10-year-old.
They grew out of it.
Bye, and the fucking animals went, bye, Blippy.
I'll tell you what.
Blippy.
If you're in 4th or 5th grade
Dude,
and you're watching Blippy, you're getting your ass kicked.
I was gonna say you got to be a creep. If your demo is fucking 2 to 4,
Yeah.
that's what he's got. That's his
mean,
fucking.
Problem is, there's no one. You have to constantly get new people because everyone outgrows you in
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah, but there's
But
a lot of.
It's such a big market because
Yeah.
parents would rather you just throw this on for half an hour. Mom's
It's
like,
great.
oh, I
Photo
can breathe.
You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Like there. That's what I'm saying. There are people on YouTube that like you think it's gonna be okay, but you gotta hover on the remote.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna start acting like an asshole, and you're like, no, I can't. No.
Do you know you can actually eat feces if you take all the bad parts out?
Don't bring up the old Blippy again. That's the
The
old
fact that this
Blippy.
guy used to shit on his friends and he's doing this is so ridiculous.
I mean, it's inspiring. It's inspiring. It's a tale of inspiration.
I hate the way he skip walks, but just get there already.
It's fun. It's fun for the children.
I want to do one where I talk to kids like adults.
I just want that llama to bite his fucking cheek
Yeah.
off.
Blippy needs goddamn surgery. Blippy's
terrible.
cheeks
Yes.
just go. This is, It's inspiring that he can make this type of money and entertain kids, even though he shit on his friend.
Honestly, it does give you hope, right?
Because
And I tell you what, that's why I say cancel culture doesn't exist.
See, that's what I was get into. That's exactly where I was leading. Man, I should have a show where I just talk about cancel culture called Cancel This.
Oh, I love that.
That's
dude.
Roseanne
That's a little
Barr's new
edgy.
special.
Oh my God, it looks bad.
Roseanne's
It looks
it's
so
gonna be on Fox
bad.
Nation.
bad?
Yeah,
It's
looks
like
bad,
her like
Jim.
coming up like from behind, like you know the way they do the
Yeah,
silhouette.
watch the trailer. Didn't you
And-
almost throw up when you
and then
saw
she
the
just, It's
sizzle?
her laugh, you know that Roseanne laugh, and then it just said cancel this.
And
It's
God,
not really called cancel.
yes,
called Cancel
and
This.
God, I love Roseanne, but she did everything wrong in this case.
And she did get canceled, so I'll
She
forgive it until I
did.
see it.
Yeah,
She did everything
and she is.
wrong.
Yeah,
What's-
but even if you get canceled, to be like, I'm going to make that my identity.
It's really Roseanne fucked. Here's why she fucked up. As soon as it happened, if she would have gone to stand up, right, even just gone to the store and did 10 minutes and talked about it, would have legitimized her as like, oh, she was first of all one of the most groundbreaking female stand-ups.
She's great.
Sure,
Dude,
of
what's
our
I just went,
generation.
when I was plugging the show and I was in Austin, she jumped on Rogan's show at the
Yeah.
Vulcan, and Rogan said it was the first time she's been on stage in 6 years or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, she fucking just tore the place apart with good jokes without being she's a monster comic. It could be good.
She toured with Dice a few years ago, which I thought was such a good show. It was right after
she
she got in
crushed?
trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know if she crushed. I didn't see the show, but it was her and him doing a 4th of July show. It was like a great combination. And I didn't. I heard she didn't do great, but I didn't ask him. It was somebody that saw the show.
Right when she came back, she did stand up New York, and they asked me to open for her, and I went down, and so I go to open. She's like, "You're not dirty, are you?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm really dirty," and she's like, "Oh," and I'm like, yeah." Okay. And
She wants it to be probably different than her up front.
but then she didn't even do stand up. She just did like a Q&A and stuff like that. But I really think that if she would have jumped right back into stand up, she would have blown up.
I heard she crushed in Austin, Texas when she got up, but you don't know.
That's good
like-
to hear. I like Roseanne.
The
too.
TV show was fucking great at that time.
Well,
when that
if
TV
this
show
is coming
came
out,
back,
she must have been working on an hour.
I remember her coming up as a stand-up. When I first saw her, she was just standing there. Man, you got to talk to him. She was this fucking curmudgeonly bitch housewife, and she was great. You're like, holy shit. She was really funny.
she was brilliant.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah, and then her first TV show was great. The second TV show caught like this whole part of America that needed that show.
Yeah, until they killed her with fucking fentanyl, didn't they?
Did they kill
They
kill her
Is
off?
that how they- is that how
they
the
fucking
character
killed
died?
her with an overdose. It's fucking brutal.
on the show?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Like,
I
you would have
just
thought they'd
she
be
got
like, all right,
canceled,
she's
didn't
going to
show up
fucking get in
anymore.
a car accident or something. They would like made her overdose.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
Let me see the trailer. Let's see if there's. It's a minute long.
You got to listen.
Or 15
to it.
seconds.
15 seconds.
Okay. Walking behind her.
February 13th.
Steps on a rose. The behind silhouette.
been fired recently?
Annie Letterman is Roseanne Barr.
Anybody been? Yeah, I don't. It wasn't recently.
Yeah.
But again, I'm glad she's doing it.
Cancel
I mean,
this.
Good. For
Hopefully it crushes.
her. I hope so because I'm happy for her.
I love her. I think
Is she
she's
sick?
fantastic.
Is she six? Is she in her 60s or no?
She looks
gotta
hot
be.
in that.
Yeah.
She looks really hot in that.
Yeah, how old is Roseanne? I'm gonna guess 60.
I'm going to say 62. Okay.
I'd give her a tongue bath.
Out of respect, I might either put. What's that?
70.
Is she really?
Whoa.
I
is
would.
she?
I bet
Yeah.
my wife would give me a
A
pass. too.
tongue bath.
Yeah.
Until she took her clothes off and you saw it was under there, you'd be like, all right, never mind.
Out of respect, I would.
Yeah, I need Roseanne Barr's
Out of
pussy.
respect.
Out of respect for what she's accomplished.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Jim?
She's a dirty one. Fucking
she's a dirty
her and
one.
Tom Arnold
Ugh.
with that other girl that time. Come on.
Yeah.
Tom Arnold's the fucking best.
She made
Yeah.
Who
John
doesn't like
Goodman
Tom
get a
Arnold?
lap band surgery.
Did she?
I don't know.
Oh. I'm so stupid. What a non-riffer I am.
I
Really?
could do without Tom Arnold crying, though. You know?
What's that?
I could do without Tom Arnold crying over politics, legit crying over politics.
Is he?
did.
Well, he's high-strung.
He is a little high strung.
Tom's a high-strung guy.
He's had a lot of wild years.
Craig Gass does a good Tom Arnold impression.
Really?
No one does Tom Arnold. Craig did a great
No, it's
Tom
not
Arnold.
at the top of the list.
He does a
really,
lot
is
of
it?
great ones.
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aaron,
Yeah.
did you see that Philadelphia Eagles won the
I heard about it.
playoffs? Yeah.
You know, my wife's from Delaware. That's
Those
kinda near
motherfuckers
Philly.
at the Empire State Building. Those motherfuckers at the Empire State Building should be fucking fired.
Do you know?
That's
I saw the Giants go to the playoffs and they played against the Eagles, and I know Virzi's a big Giants fan.
Oh, is he a Giants guy?
Yeah, and he loves them. So I was rooting for the Giants, and I was going to text him like, "Hey, let's go Giants," because I get happy when my friend Paul gets happy.
So for me, I didn't even know that. I would hit him up, but like,
Yeah.
I
I didn't watch the game.
That's
Look at
nice.
that.
I just
Look
was
at
like
that.
walking through my city.
Yeah,
New
no,
York
that's
City.
not for the Eagles. That's for St. Patty's Day.
In what fucking world? In what fucking world? This is New York City, dude.
Right.
And
It's gone. It's dead.
What?
Look at them. They sold out to Philly.
I can't fucking.
Philly is garbage.
And not only did they say they put "Fly Eagles Fly,"
No,
we're going
they
green
didn't.
and white for the fucking Philadelphia. That would be. Somebody said it would be like putting a Giants jersey or putting something New York on the Rocky statue in fucking Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Aren't we neighbors?
But the greatest thing was
We
the,
are.
was the fucking heat that they got, which was nice.
You were
Because
happy that you
even
were.
when the Giants came back and tweeted, the Giants just go like, "Oh, we're just here for the comments." I fucking loved. And
What do the Giants have to do with it? They play in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Mind your business about what we do in New York.
Wow, they're in the
Playing in New Jersey.
Secaucus is
It's only a couple
technically
miles,
New York.
you know.
they're in the shadows of New
yeah,
York
there would have been
City.
traffic if they.
Maybe this was for the Jets.
I'll tell you what. Maybe if prices
If it was for the
weren't
Jets,
so
I'm
high.
good.
Why?
But it wasn't for the Jets.
It was not for the
Not the
Jets.
Jets.
They,
For
they
the
fucking
Eagles.
said it wasn't.
They said, shout
That's
out
straight
to
up
Philadelphia.
disrespectful.
And then what they did was when it got so bad with the hate, they put red and they said, "Hey, this is for the Chiefs winning the AFC." Those motherfuckers.
But they
know
weren't gonna-
what
they weren't
did.
gonna do that.
They, of
They
course, they're
weren't
not
gonna
going
do
to
that.
do it.
No,
What
they
does
weren't
New
gonna
York
do
cares
that.
about the Kansas City?
Yeah, I don't need to.
That
see
hurt us more than I don't need to see that.
Dude, I'm sitting there. I'm trying to relax in bed, and I'm looking at these fucking Chiefs colors.
Now you're flexing on purpose.
Yeah.
He can see the Empire State
yeah.
Building from his window.
So what? No
Can
one
you?
cares. Yeah.
From his terrace, sorry.
It's pretty nice.
Dude, it was. I'm looking. I'm in the jacuzzi. And I'm
Yeah.
looking at this fucking thing. I'm
This
like,
eyesore as I'm drinking champagne.
He's jumping on Paul Virzi's real rage and just taking an opportunity
It's-
to brag.
maybe it was a
New
brief
York
commercial.
City is a pussy city now, right?
No.
They've lost their identity.
It never sleeps though.
Come on.
I mean, it's crime ridden.
You've been good today.
I listened to the mayor talk today. The mayor went down to this place where he wants the homeless people to go.
Oh, yeah.
The
Sure.
shipyard.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
And he was playing ping pong with a guy.
Showing how
Good
great
news.
it is.
An illegal immigrant in shorts. And he's like, "It's real warm down here. You guys should all come down."
No.
And he
Yeah, because they won't leave the hotel.
How about they drag people out? Get the fuck out.
Illegals, Virzi. It took me 10 years to become a legal immigrant. Then I had to get my gun permits. Then I had to get my Dodge Ram. Then I had to get my American flag. Then I had to vote 6 times for DeSantis in 2 years.
Dude, I was just in Canada, and they were telling me how hard it is for them to get visas and get here. And when you came up, I was
10
talking
years.
about you, and
Yeah.
I go, my buddy Aaron Berg, it took him, and they looked at you like you were like you fucking
Yeah, I'm a god
escaped,
up
like
there.
you got out.
I'm a god up in
Yeah.
Canada. They're going to make me a statue one of these days.
They sure will.
Yeah.
Do you see when they put up the picture of the Chiefs colors, which they did for damage control?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
They wrote, "This hurts us more than it hurt you. This hurt us more than it hurt you. We're now lit for the Chiefs in honor of their AFC Championship win," as if they didn't want to do the Eagles, which they did. The
Yes.
first comment on the tweet is, "Just shut the fuck up."
Yeah. These guys are talking too long.
I don't know why it hit me the way it did. I don't know why. Because here's what happened. I was just at home and somebody goes, "Hey, Virzi, dude, I hope you didn't see what happened with the Empire State Building."
You're
And the
thinking
Eagles,
9/11?
the
Oh
Eagles-
no.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the worst thing to happen
Yeah.
to a skyscraper in New York City ever.
And not to mention it's late. Like I'm putting my kids to sleep, and somebody just goes, "You see what the Empire State Building did?" And I laughed it off. And then all of a sudden, everyone was sleeping, and I just saw, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, the Eagles are our fucking." The Eagles and Cowboys are the enemy of the Giants, and this is New York fucking City, man.
Right.
But then when I saw all the hate, I went crazy, and then I saw it, and I go, "They got enough."
I saw you tweet once about it, and I was like, "Oh, no wonder he's mad." Then I saw you tweet like 12 times.
Oh, then
about
I
it.
started calling them disloyal rat fucks. It got stupid.
Nice.
It got stupid. It was and then somebody goes, "Paul, you're yelling at a building," and then I go, "No, I'm yelling at the people that run the building."
Right.
And then I realized what I was doing was ridiculous.
You're yelling at a
silly.
building.
Yeah, it was
It's a
fucking
It's a
it's
building.
ridiculous.
I was happy for the Eagles.
You didn't even live
And
in
I
New York
hate them.
City.
I hate the
I'm
Philadelphia
not a
Eagles.
big fan of Philly anymore.
Hate, but I like this city. Because they're great fans.
No, the
I
city,
like downtown. I like comedy. I don't like them as. I don't like the fact that they have to grease their fucking poles when they win something.
Yeah,
I don't
There's
like
something
that.
about them. There's something about it I respect. Though I was at the Philly Punchline, and it's just like great fans.
They're animals.
but they all have the eagle tattoo,
Yeah.
and they're just like, love you, Virzi, but go Birds. And I'm like, I can't be mad at
Dude,
that.
they started. I was doing the Tower Theater, and Pete Correale was on stage, and they started an Eagles chant in the middle of his act.
Yeah.
They're just garbage people, but I love Philly. So I want to see them happier than I want to see people in Kansas City.
They're loyal.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Ugh. Could you imagine
Yeah.
raising your kids there?
We got to
Ugh.
stop talking. No more football. We talked football for an hour
Yeah.
before.
Hey, well, before we completely move on from football, Virzi, do you think Dak Prescott is a choke?
Oh, that's a tough one, dude. Dak,
Yeah.
I like him. I like the guy, but then but he's all of my friends who are Cowboy fans.
Right.
Brett Ernst and this one and that one. I know you're a Cowboy, but every time I talk to them, even people in my community, they go, I just don't know if Dak's the guy. And I'm like, he's kind of good. And then they're
Regular
like,
season or
that game was, they would have won that. That game was theirs to win, especially to be that close against the 49ers with the 49ers defense. They should, if Dak doesn't throw those picks and he plays better, they probably win the game.
You know they haven't won a postseason game away.
They've won one.
In
what is it? What 95?
Yeah, one.
Wow.
They won one
this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
One.
Oh, let me ask you: Is Dak? Do you like Dak or no?
No.
Do you think he's a choke, Jim?
Yeah, I think he's talented, but no, we had this argument already. Mike is a big thing. Doesn't think he's a choke, but I do.
What if they did this? What if they took like a quarterback from the CFL, brought him to Dallas, just primed him, and got him ready, like a Doug Flutie love story? Remember that?
Yep, of course.
What do you think?
Doug Bell.
I mean, anybody could do what he did in that game, which was blow it.
Yeah, that was tough, man.
Yeah.
That game pushed me. As somebody that liked Dak, even as a Giants fan, somebody that liked Dak, thought he could get the job done. Seeing that let me know, dude, in the big, like,
he's a
choke. It was, you can't, you know.
Now, Paul Virzi, you seem like a little bit more of maybe an intelligent, level-headed sports fan than what I deal with on a regular basis in here.
By the way, you're just as stubborn as Jim.
Yes.
It's the same conversation every time.
And there's more people.
Well, a
that
disagreement isn't. Well, we have positions. Jim doesn't. There are Sundays where Jim forgets that the NFL is playing.
Oh, I don't care. Fuck him. Yeah, I could care less.
So it's difficult, you see, Sam, to take that.
However,
incredibly seriously.
But it's correct.
But it is correct.
I know a choke when I see it.
Yes.
And you've been a Dallas Cowboy fan for a long time.
I tapped out years ago. Like I started watching MMA. I just like it more, and I stopped caring about football really.
Paul, Jim is choked on a lot of stuff. He knows
Absolutely.
a choke.
Trust me, he is a ball cradling, eye watering choke.
Paul, do you think I think there's probably a good parallel between Dak and Daniel Jones here.
Yeah.
Do you think if the Giants put a team around Daniel Jones, he can make a deep playoff run?
Yeah, I do. I think he proved that this year.
I feel about the same way with Dak.
Sure.
So you think it was Dak's team around him?
Not this year. I think I think this year,
he choked this year though.
I don't even know if it's. Do you really think?
Yeah.
I think the word choke is just kind of nebulous, where it's like, all right, Dak has shit mechanics sometimes. He makes aggressive throws.
Oh wait, are you a Cowboy fan?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay,
wait,
yeah. So you're fucking completely fucking delusional.
They were up against.
He just got through 2 picks. There were some mechanical issues with this, but he was incredible the week before.
It's his. No, I think it's his fault.
Yeah. So many
But I think if you look at the
you're saying the big picture, can Dak win
yes,
after?
That's the discussion.
I would say I think he probably could. I don't think
That's
he's going to
what
choke
we'll-
every time, but how many times has he got? That's
Running out of time.
I give him a
run
big,
out of time.
And you don't always get to play against the fourth string quarterback on the other team, right?
That's a good point. I mean, the kid who doesn't choke, who actually plays well under pressure. Yeah.
I mean, these are just thoughts.
I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about, but they did
Virzi,
lose.
look at Troy's face.
I'm a big fan of the
What,
Toronto
Cowboy?
Argonauts.
No. You know why he looks like that?
He's sick of it.
Because we've had the same
I don't
conversation
blame
nine
him.
times.
Literally every day last week.
I know.
It was the exact.
Oh, you guys talk
conversation.
football a lot?
No, not
No,
really,
it's
but
this literal conversation.
I know.
Worst
He's not
take
wrong.
with Jim and
Okay.
Sam.
He's not wrong. Troy's not
sad.
wrong.
Can we talk about something that
Something
that we got to
else.
talk about?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, Tony Romo?
No.
Oh.
The movie The Menu. Okay? I got to talk about this now. Okay? I went in with high hopes.
What's it about?
You probably like Bohemian Rhapsody, but go on.
No, I went in with high hopes.
Bohemian Rhapsody was amazing.
I was angered by it.
It's for stupid people.
What? Bohemian Rhapsody, was that the one with fucking Freddie Mercury?
For Queen, yeah, without
no.
the AIDS.
Old Toothy
I didn't see
McGay.
it. Yeah, I didn't see that.
It's for stupid people. Oh, okay. I hated that movie.
Didn't like the menu, dude. I thought it was
Over your head?
It was no.
What
no,
was it about?
No,
I don't know anything about it.
it was fucking terrible.
Not sure, huh?
It was about
Not sure what
a
it was
bunch
about?
of people. Okay, 12 people.
You think he knows?
Some fucking. I don't know what it's about. I don't know. Well,
what was it about?
Well, he fucking killed pretentious. Well, what do you think rich people who expect the best are going to be cocksuckers? You know, he should have killed the fucking escort. She's the whore fucking people's escort should have been killed.
Yeah, but she got the cheese.
A critic, a fucking critic, a food critic that he doesn't like. He kills her. Fucking chef that can't live up to him, blows his brains out. Come on, what are we watching here?
What's it about?
Is this Bradley Cooper?
Well,
No.
It is a. I mean, the premise is.
I was in the whole time, by the way. I didn't hate the whole time, but I waited. You know when you
Sure.
wait, you fucking wait, and you're like, okay, this is gonna be some crazy fuck. And listen, did it entertain me? It entertained me, but then at the end, I go, oh, this wasn't what I thought it was gonna be.
The premise is that it's a very high level chef who lives on this island. It's based on a real chef who lives on this island where they grow their own ingredients and they get their own fish out of the water that's there and everything. And that
Manhattan?
in order to enjoy a meal, it's like a 4.5 hour dinner.
Yeah.
This restaurant does. The restaurant has like maybe 6-8 tables, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you have to get a reservation way in advance, impossible to get, super expensive. Take a boat out to the island so that you can then tour the island, sit down, and have this, 8-course dinner experience.
Yeah.
And it becomes a commentary on the cult-like nature of these rich people that think they're cultured but are actually fairly ridiculous, and a commentary on those that create versus those that leech off of creators as if their existence is just as justified.
Okay.
And one of the tables will be like 3 businessmen who were shady and did like white collar crime. Another will be a guy who's cheating on his wife. Another will be this. So it was not great people that were invited.
Right.
And then spoiler alert, he wants everybody dead at
And
the
Virzi
end.
gives it 2 thumbs up.
Listen, Sam, every movie that Sam has recommended online, I've actually loved. And
Billy Madison.
Love Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Goodfellas. No. But
I go deep.
I haven't seen that.
No, but
Caddyshack.
but I was you're gonna love it, dude.
Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles. The
I didn't like the language.
No, too offensive.
fart scene is good though. With the
That's the scene I didn't like.
oh, flatulence is.
I didn't care for that.
No,
Sounds
I get it.
funny.
Where do I watch this movie,
But
Paul?
Sam, I
HBO.
enjoyed
HBO.
watching it as far as the entertainment, and seeing where it's going. But when it was done, is when I go, oh no, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
But it was almost like fun to hate in a way. But I mean, and then
there's
the
a feeling of
cheeseburger-
emptiness.
And then the cheeseburger thing, it's like, dude, then just the guys just cook cheeseburgers at Coney Island, you'd be fine. Like what he was upset that people were. That they were never going to be satisfied, and they were always going to be these pretentious fucking people. So we're going to take them to this island and kill them. It's like that's what happens. Like go to a
Is
nice
that a
restaurant.
spoiler? Can I still watch it?
No, you
Yeah.
you
Or
now
now
know
I
the
know
whole
the-
movie.
Yeah, now
No,
I know
you-
everyone gets killed.
Good.
That's the end.
No,
Oh,
but dude, maybe they don't. No, not everybody gets killed.
No, I mean, well, you said because the cheeseburger.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah, I just thought it was going to be...
I'm sorry to the fucking listeners. I wasted my night. You can waste yours.
Wow. I watched this great new movie with Tom Hanks where like these pirates come take his boat.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah, I saw it the other night. You're on the edge of your seat for that.
What's it called?
Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips.
He was
yeah.
good in that, Tom Cruise. He was very good.
Tom Cruise?
I'm sorry,
That
Tom
movie would
Hanks.
have been over if they protected the boat.
if
As soon
Tom
as
Cruise
those
was
two
in it, he'd be
like
jumping
Somalian
boat to
kids were
boat.
coming in a raft, they should have just shot him.
I'll tell you how you would have
Off the raft.
Here's how you would have fucked those guys up.
Game over.
Throw them some dental floss. Watch them get fucking confused. Hey, here's some toothpaste, you fucking pirates. They're very gummy pirates. Did you see? They'd smile. You'd throw up in your mouth.
Yeah. Very gummy folks.
That guy went on to have a bit of a career, right? The guy that played the lead.
Not as we interviewed him once. I would say not the most stellar interview.
Really? What was it?
I know.
The halitosis, maybe?
Not great.
No, he was hoping for a career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got recognized by the Academy for his role in
Nominated.
that movie.
Sure.
Yeah. But,
Okay.
you know, it didn't go much. Now, the acting in The Menu is great.
The acting in the menu is great.
It's great.
The acting in the menu is great.
John Leguizamo's good, too.
And what
He's
they
in
could
it.
have had,
Johnny Legs.
they could have had a really fucking good thing, but I thought.
Where would you have taken it?
I would have made it where the people that were in the restaurant that got killed, I would have made that they were really, really bad people that were evil people almost.
Right.
One of the people at the table's a fucking one of them's at a pedophile. One of them is like you find out some really bad shit, and the chef and everybody knows it, and then they slowly get tortured. And maybe the chef ends up being a good guy and then goes back. Then the end scene is him at Coney Island flipping cheeseburgers with a big smile on his face. And then all of a sudden the paper says pedophile ring ends because of something. That's how I want it to end.
I feel like you just want like a clear-cut good guy, bad guy, good guy wins.
Yeah, pretentious rich people at a restaurant is every. I'm gonna have that at lunch today.
Hey, wouldn't you like to burn them alive?
Yeah.
Isn't there a part of you that
With
would
a
like
s'mores hat on?
to light them, to put a chocolate hat on them and light them on fire?
I think
There's
you
a
should-
submission
by
the end of it that goes into. There's a submission to what is about to happen to them.
Yeah.
Where they really the true worthlessness of them as human beings is put on display by the end of this thing.
You need to
But
do
Sam,
alternative endings to movies that you hate.
I mean, I love because he just completely. There is nothing similar about the film The Menu and the film that he just described. There is, except maybe
His
there's a
is
meal.
really pedophile heavy.
What do you wish would have happened at the end of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? That McMurphy wouldn't have fallen asleep, and they would have went to Canada and opened up a convenience store.
Yeah. And you find out Nurse Ratched was a pedophile. And
Armageddon, it turns out the asteroid is fake. Everybody lives happily ever after, and then it's about the private school system.
I think Virzi should start. I would like to hear about the re-edits.
Sure. I'll be honest with you though. You nailed it. As far as entertaining and fun while watching it, or like at least guessing what's going to happen, I was in the whole way.
Okay.
It's just when it. So I was like, oh okay. Like I was never like, what's it? But then when I processed it, I go, it's kind of silly. That was it. Yeah.
I'll watch it just to see it. But
yeah.
And what's his name was great. The guy, he was Voldemort in Harry Potter. The Ralph.
Ralph Fiennes.
Tom Cruise.
he was good in Schindler's List.
Yeah.
Same guy.
I think he played Amon Gert in Schindler's List.
He's amazing.
Never seen it.
Yeah,
I think that should end differently.
Yeah, I know. It was a little depressing.
Dude, I saw Hunters. I really enjoyed. It's just like
Hunters.
Yeah, I guess I like the evil people getting tortured and killed.
Right.
And that's what they do. They find Nazis that killed Jews in the camps, but they're older now, and they're like either in the States or Europe, and they like befriend them, and then they just fucking
Is it
Honestly, that sounds great.
slaughter them. Yeah,
That sounds like an awesome movie.
It's incredible.
Killing Nazis is the best. Like real Nazis, not like people that are comics that say words you disagree with. But like killing Nazis. is
Actual
awesome.
Nazis.
Yeah.
Evil people getting what's coming to them at the end.
So you must love.
They're just desserts to go back to Menu.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's
Wasn't that
very
was
good?
What was the Charles Bronson? Was it Death Wish?
Death Wish.
That was about,
I mean, actually,
Kill New York. Remember Jeff Goldblum raped the chick?
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually every
goddamn rich cunt.
Yeah.
every Charles Bronson movie. Mr. Majestic is the same exact thing.
There's a question. What's the best vengeance movie of all time?
Furry.
Good.
What is it?
Oh.
Philadelphia.
I know what you said. That should have been Fraser's comeback vehicle.
Oh, fucking Aaron Berg is just a gift that keeps giving.
I made Jim laugh at that a different time. It's just the movie
Just
that
the way
keeps
you
on
said
giving.
it. The way you said it.
It's always a good reference. Philadelphia's never a bad rap.
Well, you must love.
I can't fucking stand.
You
Kill
must
Bill.
love. Why don't you love Kill
No.
Bill? It's a
Kill
revenge.
Bill's good.
It's literally a revenge movie.
My
No, but I don't
dad
wanna see
still
fuck-
watches Kill Bill all the time.
It's
What do you-
so good.
You
It's
get
gonna
turned
sound.
off by
I'm gonna
dirty
sound.
feet?
I'm gonna sound sexist here.
Sexist?
Sexist.
Sexist.
This is one of the
Sexist.
sexist things you've ever said.
What's wrong with being sexist?
But like, it's just hard to,
You don't
it's
want a
just-
woman hero.
No, she's in pajamas and bare feet, fucking killing like ninjas. I couldn't get.
It's hot. It's sexy. It's murder. It's America. It's Tarantino, baby.
Yeah, but Paul understands because he's worked as an orderly.
Yeah.
So he's been in the position that orderly was in. He understands.
You just
feels like sand. Dry sand.
So, but you must love Tarantino's history re-edits, like Inglourious Bastards when
Yeah,
he blows up Hitler,
Yeah.
or
And I love the Hateful Eight, man.
Hateful Eight, or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I mean,
Love.
talk about an evil
Love.
guy.
Best movie ending I think I've seen in a long
so
time.
satisfying, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
Because
It's
from
so great.
like you forget that you're watching a
So
Tarantino
good.
movie and he's entered this stage of his career where he's redoing history, which is great. But you forget the first time you see that.
Yeah.
And you go and you're like, oh, that's Sharon Tate. That's Manson. And
Yeah.
you feel like this whole thing is setting up for something you don't want to see. And it is so
And doing
satisfying.
Brad Pitt's high, right? He's taking shit, right?
He's on acid, I
He's
think,
on, and
right?
then just all of a sudden
Smokes
it
an
just
acid
turns into
cigarette,
a
right?
fucking blood fest.
And then the
That was
dog.
awesome, man.
Oh, it's so good.
the dog. And then
And then the blowtorch.
the callback on the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great.
And when Sharon Tate's alive at the end, and she's like, "Do you want to come upstairs or come up to the house?" And she's just alive. It makes you feel the impact of, oh yeah, that girl was murdered. Like it was a
Yeah.
really
Right.
weird.
Yes.
It's the first time because it's such a famous case. It's like, oh yeah, this is the girl who was murdered by
She's
these
famous
assholes.
for not existing. She could have existed.
But the Manson being this rebel, cool, has always overridden the fact that she got killed.
And didn't they show her in a movie theater, like watching a movie?
Watching her
yeah,
own movie,
she's
yeah.
watching her own movie, and then
Yeah.
like to know that she got murdered is
And
he
for
does
whatever,
it
He
for whatever
humanizes
reason,
her very well.
Yes.
for whatever reason,
in a dark way.
put her feet up and
Well, he might like Tootsies.
closed up on Margot
He loves
Robbie's
Tootsies.
feet.
I don't
know.
blame
Nothing wrong with feet.
That was
Don't you
part of
like
the
feet?
Plot.
I don't mind. Margot Robbie's feet, I would enjoy.
I
tooting
like
on.
feet. Paul, you're Italian. You're
Yeah,
not
but-
allowed to, are
Didn't
you?
you ask
no.
Didn't you ask
I like-
Tarantino about
I like a
feet?
nice-
And he was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
what
Like
you're
my
talking
wife's
about.
feet are nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
He
I
was
like my
skittish.
wife's feet
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
He was
Yeah.
very skittish. I asked him about it. He was very skittish.
What
But
And
it's
he
like-
normally would answer anything, but he was very skittish about that.
But it's so.
Oh, you asked him, and he just like
He got a little shy.
He was like, well, I don't know.
Cute
What are you talking
Tigo.
about? Big dick. And it's like you watch these movies, and there's no reason for the amount of feet to be.
Yeah,
in this thing.
QT, you love feet.
Yeah.
Just-
yeah. You got
Especially as he gets, I feel like as he makes more films, like this Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the amount of foot in this movie for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the most foot in all of the Tarantinos?
I believe it's the most foot in all the Tarantinos. Remember the hitchhiker? She's got her feet up on the dash,
and
bare
they're like
feet,
dirty and shit. Yeah,
and there's no.
Hey, that's
reason.
definitely a fetish he's got. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's got a fetish.
Uma Thurman in this, trying to do everything with her feet.
That's why I'm like watching her in the pajamas and the feet, just like slaughter.
Because he wants
You
to
don't
see
like
me,
it.
have a jerk too.
He probably likes her feet.
yeah,
He loves her
He
feet.
makes it for himself. It's just the whole
100%.
Kill Bill's for him.
Yeah.
1000% it is.
I'm trying to write a movie about a girl who kills people with her big clit.
What's it called?
I hadn't thought that far into my weak improv. I just thought of a premise. I had nothing funny to follow it up with. Two Jews walk into a bar and I don't know. They were
They
thirsty.
probably enjoyed it. It wasn't that busy. It was early enough that the night rush hadn't started yet.
That's how you know Jim's a professional. What's the movie called? What do you think?
Got me.
Someone else will write that part.
I mean, Tarantino has done interviews, and I kind of love it, where like he's the only famous guy who isn't bashful about his stuff. Like he's done interviews where he goes, "Oh, I fucking love my movies. I watch all my movies.
Yeah.
There's no oh, I can't watch my own stuff." He's like, "No, I watch all my own
Yeah,
stuff."
he doesn't have that like
because it
artsy
rules."
like answer where he's just like, oh well, I'm just glad the people like it. We never know how it's gonna turn.
Yeah.
No, he's like, no, I didn't test this with anybody because I know I'm good. And then I watch it and I'm like, yeah, this movie fucking rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else I like in interviews is he will tell the interview he doesn't like the question. Like
We've
he won't
watched
answer
those
shit.
before. Yeah.
We watched. I love him.
Yeah.
I love him. I have to
Love
piss,
him.
by the way.
All right, well, let's take a
We have
break.
2 reads.
Paul Virzi is going to be at the Gotham Comedy Club
Paul
Yes.
Kersey.
this
That was,
Thursday
Bronze's name. Yes, Thursday.
and Friday at
Yep.
the Gotham Comedy
3
Club.
shows.
And of course, the Virzi Effect is out there. I was just a guest
Yes,
on the Virzi
you
Effect.
crushed it on there.
Oh, thank you so much. It was so fun.
No, you're coming.
Well, I blocked you. I said no, just me. So look up the Virzi Effect. It's a really great podcast. Aaron Berg also has a really great podcast, Berg's Base.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. on Gas Digital, and then it goes up everywhere else on Mondays. You can see him at the Dojo of Comedy on Saturday in Morris Plains, New Jersey. What a time. Thursday and Friday, you see Paul Virzi at Gotham. Then you head over to Morris Plains on Saturday, Dojo of Comedy, see Aaron Berg.
Double it up.
We got your weekend plans. We'll be right back.
Nice.
The boys are off to get refreshments.
The cold coffee? Well, iced coffee, I guess it's called.
Jim and Sam will be back.
Holy calamity, scream insanity. All you ever gonna be's another great fan of me.
Here they are. Jim and Sam are back.
With this laugh train, how do you slow it down? There's no brakes on this.
This one's for Paul Virzi. New York's own.
I can
do or die.
Now we down in Brooklyn, looking at the Eagles, all over the Empire State Building rolling. We love Philly, fuck NYC, talk about New York, yo go fuck you. I'm from PA, I like Wawa, fly birds fly, yo fuck you. The mayor in New York is so stupid, everybody's stupid. We're from Pittsburgh, whoopsie, I mean Philly, I don't care, I'm dumb. From PA, Shane Gillis is the mayor, watch out. Here we come, rolling like a motherfucker in Philly.
Building are so tall, but it's all green. Guy who ruins a riff.
It's Jim and Sam. Aaron Berg is here.
Philly.
You can see Aaron Berg at the Dojo of Comedy in Morris Plains, New Jersey this Saturday. And then, of course, Paul Virzi, host of the Virzi Effect. You can see Paul Virzi Thursday and Friday at Gotham Comedy Club here in New York, and the proceeds of all of the tickets will go to the blind.
It's really nice.
And making them see again. So thank you for that, Paul.
Yes, and hiring a new lights guy for the Empire State Building.
Yes.
People use the word hero a lot.
Yeah.
Overuse it.
And it's, to see what Paul's doing.
Yeah.
And know that, he has a family that depends on him, and to just say, no, it's more important to help these stupid blind people.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he says,
family.
too. That's what he says. Yeah.
It's really good.
By the way, we came back with the wrong music, Mike.
Go ahead.
We should have come back with Laverne and Shirley.
I was about to ask you if you're mourning the loss of either. I don't know if she was Laverne or
Cindy
Shirley.
Williams. She was Shirley Feeney.
And
rest her soul.
You uncultured swine.
You fool.
God bless
Yes. Shirley from Laverne and Shirley. And Don't Call Me Shirley is no longer with us.
She passed away 75 years young.
Yeah.
And Penny Marshall's already dead. And I think the father.
Jesus.
Yeah, she is. And Carmine
He's going to do the
Ragusa.
eulogy.
Oh,
Yeah.
The big ragu.
The big ragu.
Ragu is dead.
Went from rags to riches with Sing.
How'd it go? How'd the song go?
From rags to riches. And he'd
yeah.
slide in with that dumb haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never a great character.
Really? Not a great
Ragu.
character?
I mean, Michael McCain. Wow, Michael McCain's
Michael
the only.
McKean.
Oh, did McKean? Yeah, did Squiggy died? I guess. What's his name? I guess he died a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
got beat to death in a parking garage in West Hollywood.
Wow.
I didn't realize
that's
that.
awful.
David
Having
Lander.
gay sex with Sal Mineo.
That's awful.
Yep.
Ah.
What year? Oh,
Yeah, he died
2020.
2020.
Was it COVID?
He was Jewish, huh?
MS.
Landau.
MS.
Oh, he transitioned to a lady.
Michael,
Ms.
Michael,
Bad surgery.
Ms. Dave Lander.
Michael McKean. Talk about,
Talent.
what a career this guy is.
Raw.
Nobody even thinks about him as the guy from Laverne and Shirley.
No, and Squiggy was the bigger guy than him on that. You know, because he had the hello with that
Yeah.
voice. And
Yeah.
No, he's
Boy,
consistently.
Squiggy was funny.
they were both funny. They would always come in. Oh, Shirley, somebody spilled garbage. Hello, and they would always walk in on some awful.
You like that?
It was funny.
Yeah.
There's been a rape downstairs. Hello.
They would always come in on some weird, terrible moment.
Yeah.
It was great. How about a little Lenny and Squiggy? Go.
You didn't have Lenny and Squiggy on cue because
Travis knew where
Shirley
it was going.
from Laverne and Shirley is
Yeah,
dead.
come on. Shirley
no, I
Feeney passed
I had
away.
some, John Larroquette stuff ready, but
Have we seen the
David
new Night
Lander.
Court? Do we know, did Shirley do anything with John Larroquette while she was alive?
She fucked him.
Yeah, they had sex.
After
you know
they
what?
shot American Graffiti.
I get
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
get it.
Did they
It's
re-
John Larroquette.
And then,
he auditioned for Dreyfuss's part in American Graffiti, and he didn't get it, and she fucked him after.
yeah.
Good for her.
And then he goes, "Fuck this! I'm going to do Night Court, you bitch."
8
Night
years
Court
later.
was great.
Yeah.
Night Court was a huge success.
It's back.
So much so
Night Court's back.
that Night Court is back in a big, big way.
Big way.
Female judge now, right?
Yeah, Lady Judge.
Yeah.
The daughter. They were
But-
going to bring Laverne and Shirley back, but they're both dead.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to have to stick with Night Court.
Yep, they
Yeah.
were bye-bye
Larroquette.
in the box.
And Bull passed away. Bull.
Bull.
Richard Mole.
God rest his
Richard
soul.
Mole, rest his
You know,
soul.
John Larroquette did, and we talked about this before, he did the voiceover for the opening of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But what I didn't realize until recently, he said this, was he was paid in weed.
Really?
Yes,
Whoa.
yes. I don't know if Toby Hooper himself made that deal with him, but John Larroquette paid in weed to do Texas Chainsaw
Now, how much
Massacre.
weed would that be for that role?
It's just the one line, so it's just
An eighth?
it's 30 seconds of dialogue.
Half a pound?
It's not even his face on screen, so probably not even that. Maybe a bag.
Wow, you're telling me the new Night Court's crushing it.
The first 3 episodes of NBC's Night Court revival scored the highest ratings of any new network comedy in 4 years. The show is averaging 6.6 million viewers, according to Nielsen. And the first episode, which premiered on January 17th, has drawn more than 16 million viewers when delayed and streaming viewing is included. NBC said a lot of people stream it on the cock.
Yep.
And people forget that. A lot of people, you love Peacock, yes?
These
Drew?
guys are doing Gutfeld numbers. These are real
how
numbers.
Big. That's
This
how
big
big
numbers.
Yeah.
this Night Court is. And we said this a long time ago. There's a thirst for John Larroquette in this country that has gone unsatiated for so long that now that he's back, the people don't know how to react.
First of all, I don't have any desire to see the new Night Court. I'll watch a little bit of it.
What about the Larroquette scenes in specific?
I mean, I like them in stripes, but
I feel like court and crime always win in this country.
And John Larroquette. What's the movie he did with Kirstie
When you mix
Alley?
them with it, yeah.
Nothing but trouble.
Madhouse. Madhouse.
And I don't like that we were talking about Laverne and Shirley, and you segued into John Larroquette.
Yeah, Larroquette
John Larroquette's
stinks.
an institution.
No, he is
Larroquette
an institution.
stinks.
He doesn't
He's
stink.
a C-list actor at best.
He just
He's
had another
not even
success.
that funny. It's TV. Come
Hottest
on.
thing on television.
Me and you could make it on TV.
Can we?
And I bet this show is probably like...
Let's go to Hollywood, Aaron.
He comes in and he goes, "Objection, Your Honor." And she goes, "Are you mansplaining?" And then they cut. That's probably the whole show.
I mean, that sounds like a good show.
I don't like his
Lady
beard.
Judge.
And John Larroquette would probably make a real funny face or something.
He's such
like,
a wannabe Kelsey Grammer.
Show
Look
me
at
that.
him.
John Larroquette.
Whoa.
Kelsey Grammer.
Shots fired
Please.
by Aaron Berg.
Everything
Come on.
Kelsey Grammer ever did was in the shadows of John Larroquette.
Frasier coming back.
See?
Frasier is coming
You know why
back.
Frasier's coming back? Because he saw Larroquette do it and knock it out of the
I
park.
guarantee you Frasier does better numbers than this poser.
There's not a chance.
Yeah,
Here's
there
why
is.
he's coming back, though, because in Hollywood, they're uncreative cunts.
Yeah.
And all they can do is just bring things back.
Sure. But look, Larroquette's got 2 kids now. It's great.
He's an older guy.
Oh, look, here's the chick from
let's see a scene.
Borat. There she is. Look at her. What's her name? McWheel or something?
No, Janelle. That's not her.
That's not her.
Okay, the people
It's
versus
not her.
Nate Crab.
I know.
This guy, that's weird. Hey,
Mr. Crab is
only during night court, am I right?
D&D.
Yeah.
Not during the day.
Drunk and disorderly while playing Dungeons and Dragons.
That's great. I love that.
Your Honor, my client.
You really
is
think
a
we can
class
make it? I don't think we
You're
can
talking
do
to
anything.
John Larroquette.
Who got a little too into character swinging his war horn. That is not a euphemism. It would be a little less embarrassing if it was.
I could write this stuff. I could write this
was
stuff.
drunk and
Delivery's
brandishing
good.
a weapon. So it seems pretty straightforward.
Yes, yes. There are just maybe a few details that you should consider. They were celebrating the wedding of Condor the Paladin and Mordecai the Warg, and you know how people get at weddings.
I love that Larroquette puts his stank on it. You know what I mean?
Stinks.
What?
He stinks. He
This-
doesn't even
No,
know
he
what he's
doesn't.
saying.
No.
He's phoning it in, and she's playing By the way, who was a great magician comedian, Harry Stone. That must be his daughter.
It is, but he's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead in real life?
He died,
He's
so they
dead.
can't have him back. I understand
What
that.
did he die from?
And Marky Post is dead.
Marky's dead?
Marky, Richard Mole.
One of the best lesbian actors of our time.
Larry Katz alive.
I think I can.
Yeah. He's phoning it in.
No, he's not.
Look, physical comedy.
Larry
that's
Katz
great.
not good.
That's great. That's
stinks.
great what he's doing with his elbow.
The Larry Katz part is
This guy.
The defendant's reckless behavior.
I can't get behind the other parts, but the Larry Katz stuff is
Larry Katz,
gold.
it's strong.
Yeah.
Jesus
I think
Christ.
you're allowing your issues to cloud your judgment in this particular case.
Oh,
You're
shit.
You see, you're
I
hooked.
find the defendant.
Don't.
I find the defendant.
Who stands up to a
That's
judge
one
like
count
that?
of
Only
contempt
John
for
Larry
Mr.
Katz.
Fielding.
Objection.
What?
On what
You're on your period, whore.
Precedent of Anderson versus.
That's good.
Game, set, match.
This fucking
That's good stuff.
stinks.
Oh.
I just
Oh,
watched
okay.
John Larry Katz go,
Take your time, decide. Enjoy being courted.
Great in stripes, though. Wow,
tell
we
you
ran
what.
away to bingo parlor. Shut up. Okay, sir.
He's great in stripes. He's not good
What the fuck's
anymore.
my truck?
A lot of incredible content on Peacock.
Got garbage. That is horrendous.
It's really bad.
It's exactly what you expect from a network sitcom, though.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree.
Oof, just mealy, soft,
So bad.
Hey,
just cutesy.
Jim, I'd like to object on these grounds.
Good point.
Got it. Did I get him?
I'll be honest, in person is hilarious.
Okay, good.
I'm
I'm glad you're big enough to acknowledge
It's not
that.
good.
All right.
Well, look, Paul Virzi,
come see
if
me.
you can beat that, then it's gonna be a good show.
Guys, it's...
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, if you find that funny, man, come out Thursday night or Friday. 2 shows Friday, 1 Thursday, Gotham Comedy Club.
Gotham Comedy Club, Paul Virzi. You can also see Aaron Berg on Saturday at the Dojo of Comedy in Morris Plains, New Jersey.
And I'm going to be doing one show, one-nighter at the Pittsburgh Improv Valentine's Day with Pittsburgh's own Joe Bartnick is coming with me. Bring a date. It's a Tuesday
Joe
night.
Bartnick. Oh,
it's a Tuesday
V-Day.
night. So
I love
it's
it.
a early, so bring your date. We'll have a look, have a couple laughs.
And we're going to end the Virzi show like that movie, The Menu. So if you're happy with your day,
Yeah.
Gonna kill
That's
everybody.
right.
the whole place is getting burned alive.
We're going to lock the doors. I'm going to throw the sand down. I'm going to say you people have been ungrateful.
That's right.
And then we're going to throw it down.
You
So
come
how many
here and
people
you
here?
laugh.
How many people have heard of Al Capone? That's how you should
St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
and I'll be tomorrow, Wednesday night. I'll be in every Wednesday this month. Fat Black Pussycat.
Fat Black
7
Pussycat.
p.m.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
for having
man.
us,
Thanks
man.
for having us. Always
Anytime,
fun.
You guys are
boys.
the best. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, there's more Jim and Sam after this.
Valentine's Day is here. Steven Singer announced his brand new 24 karat gold dipped rose color for 2023. And it's periwinkle. What's periwinkle? Well, periwinkle is this brilliant shade of violet and blue. Picture it, if you will, a real long stem American beauty rose deeply dipped and trimmed in pure 24 karat gold with purple blue petals. Periwinkle really pops. This color will take her breath away this Valentine's Day and make you look like a hero. Don't give flowers that die in a week. Do better. Give a gift that's guaranteed to last a lifetime and be an everyday reminder of your love. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com. Do it today to get your Steven Singer 24 karat gold dipped periwinkle rose. The new rose sells out fast, so get yours before they're gone, exclusively and only available at Steven Singer Jewelers. Steven's gold dipped roses are the #1 gift for Valentine's Day and start at just $59. Don't wait a moment longer. Fast and free shipping in time for Valentine's Day. Real Jewelers, real roses in real 24 karat gold for your real love. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
The Bennington Show, now on weekdays at noon.
This is supposed to be a father-daughter radio show, and yet the father-child relationship is clearly you and Chris.
Guess what, though? You had a wonderful dad. He did not, okay? But we share with our adopted.
Yeah, Gail, don't be so greedy with Dad.
Can I tell you something, Gail?
Please don't call him Dad. I don't even do that on the show.
The Bennington Show, now on weekdays at noon East and available anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Here's what's happening on Sirius XM Sports.
Super Bowl prep has commenced. Sirius XM NFL Radio is getting you ready for the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs, along with the latest with the coaching carousel and going live to college's Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. NFL Radio, Sirius XM Channel 88, and the SXM app.
Sirius XM Sports, wherever you are, your team plays here.
Green, white, checker, green flag.
The inaugural clash at the Coliseum was a hit. Get ready for the sequel.
NASCAR comes to downtown Los Angeles.
It's take 2 for NASCAR's best. Live from the historic LA Coliseum. In a race you have to see to believe. The Clash at the Coliseum, Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Considered the league's most prestigious honor, the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award presented by Nationwide recognizes NFL players who have exhibited excellence on the field and whose passion to making a lasting difference extends beyond the game and has led them to leave a positive legacy in their communities.
This award has been about players who are great on the football field but live with their hearts off of it.
It takes all of us to make a difference. Learn about this year's nominees at NFL.com/Man of the Year.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Give online therapy a try at BetterHelp.com/Teft and get on your way to being your best self. That's BetterHelp.com/TEFFT. A therapist can get you closer to the best version of you. Because when you feel empowered, you feel like you can take on everything life throws at you. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, flexible, affordable, and entirely online. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist. And switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. If you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/Teft today to get 10% off your first month. A therapist can get you closer to the best version of you. Because when you feel empowered, you feel like you can take on everything life throws at you. That's BetterHelp.com/TEFFT.
From the dawn of the moving image, MGM Studios has turned dreams into an escape. Now, the legacy of an entertainment icon continues on MGM Plus. Binge full seasons of critically acclaimed series like Billy the Kid, From, and Godfather of Harlem. The new world is here, my brothers. Watch on TV or stream your favorite Hollywood blockbuster movies like Top Gun Maverick, Rocky, and No Time to Die.
007 reporting for duty.
Watch now on MGM Plus. This is entertainment.
Pop quiz. What inventory does your business have on hand? How much? Where? How fast is it turning? Who's using it? And why? If you can't answer those questions, your supply chain may be in the dark. It's time to get more visibility. Fastenal can help with solutions to locate products, monitor inventory, track assets, and control consumables. Want to find out more? Go to Fastenal.com/Sirius to see how we do it. Fastenal, where industry meets innovation.
Don't go anywhere. More Jim and Sam starts now.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for tuning in.
Hell yeah. What a day we're going to have today.
I've turned the corner on Megan Hall.
The
five.
The five in Tennessee.
Yeah.
The police officer, of course, who, she was, she became very controversial last week when it was revealed that she'd had sexual encounters with many, many coworkers on the force.
Yeah, she fucked a lot of other cops. She was a very dirty girl.
Married,
a husband, has a cuck vibe, tremendous cuck vibe. The fact that he knew she was doing it and wanted an open marriage, and he was like, "Well, I don't know," and he didn't do it. She was asking him for threesomes, and he was saying no, and then she was just going out and fucking all these guys at work.
Do you think he was saying no to threesomes because he realized it would be the type of threesome where you're just
sure
he's just